Play it one more time.
Isn't that started?
Yeah, we good. We
All right. One more. Sorry. Messed that up.
Dark sauce. What a pleasant surprise. This morning's full of surprises, Leonidas. Tricked.
This is a surprise.
Silence. We heard Sparta was on the warpath. We were eager to join forces. If it is blood you seek, you're welcome to join us. But you bring only this handful of soldiers against Xerxes? You see, I was wrong to expect Sparta's commitment to at least match our own. Doesn't it? You, there. What is your profession?
Butter.
I'm a potter. And you, Arcadian, what is your profession?
Sculptor, sir.
You?
Blacksmith.
Spartans! What is your profession? See, old friend, I brought more soldiers than you did.
Okay, calm down now. Calm down.
Hey, did that have a PCS logo? Or
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was PCS.
Wow. You should have showed the kicking your part and kick him into like the thing. That'd be cool too.
Yeah. So today's topic is basically what customs do better than licensed companies, basically. So that's why I put that in there. But go around the panel. There's a full house today, so just want to say, hey, what's up to everybody? What's up, D3? How you doing?
What's going on, man? What's going on? Back for another show.
Yep. You excited? You're on time today. So you
Yeah.
have all kinds of excitement right now.
That was actually a goal for today. I was just like, all right, man, it's definitely gonna be on time. I'm not going. You know, I was actually wanted to be a little earlier, but I was late for the time I wanted to be on time for it. But I'm here though. I'm here. What's up, panel? We got Shane in the house. Appreciate you coming through, man. Been trying to get you on for a minute. Glad you finally got here.
Yeah, man. Happy to be here.
Cool. Got casual nerve problems, of course.
1080p, man. I look fresh. Look at this thing. You can see everything here.
You got a new camera?
No, it's your guys'
No,
quality.
our stream is a little,
you guys,
little higher than the rest.
Yeah.
Some people can only afford the 720.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
get him out of here.
It costs
On this show, you get the quality. You get like hors d'oeuvres in the back. You get everything.
Oh, thanks for the invite.
All right, we got Vision in the house. What's
Yeah,
going on, man? Background looking crazy. That's a brolic background.
Actually, so clear. Thanks for having me on.
That's what's up, man. Got a little Vision in the house. Nice guy, what's up, man?
Hey, thanks for the invite.
What's up?
Thanks for the invite.
Yeah, absolutely. Anytime, man. Open invite. Matt, what's going on, man? I think it's my first time streaming with you, man.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, thanks.
We definitely have a lot of discussions on Facebook, though, but good to be in the stream with you, man. Thanks for coming through.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me, man.
And Mr. Danny Lee, what's up, man?
What's up, guys? Thanks for having me back. Love talking customs, getting to know more and more about them and stuff like that.
Absolutely.
What's up, sweet Danny Lee?
What's up, Shane?
You
This is
got
the first time. Oh no, I've been on.
I said
I've been on
we've been
talk
on the
once.
show
I've been on
together.
talk once.
Yeah.
COC.
Anybody else drinking? Or is it just me?
I got some wine right here with me.
Ooh, fuck easy on that stuff, eh?
I got water.
Just water.
Yeah, man. We might touch on some license stuff too. There's so much news going on.
Oh, there's lots of news. There's lots and lots of
But,
news.
like, can't avoid it. We don't. It's not like we discriminate against talking about license stuff, but you can't avoid it in a time like this when all these companies are having their drama back and forth. So
It's a pretty big day today for PO Devastator.
oh yeah, absolutely. You know, seen it back
Did
and
anyone
forth
get it?
about that. Huh?
Did anyone get it in this panel?
Day one.
Yeah, day one. 901.
Big, and big for me. So
Tubuku.
Yeah, I heard you talking about that. Yeah, it's huge, man. I think it's crazy. Yeah,
Like I could deal with the 45 inches wide or high, but the 42 inches wide and the 34 inches deep.
crazy.
Who could take a 40 or a 34-inch deep statue? Like, man, not many people have 3-foot deep shelves.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd have to.
It's just too big. It's much bigger than I thought.
It's crazy because he's a museum post. Well, we'll talk about it later, right? So.
Yeah. It's in
Oh,
the
yeah,
news
I'm jumping the gun, sir.
No, you're
No,
good.
you good. It's nothing crazy going on here. Very, I feel like we could be impromptu if necessary. Like it's not super formal. At least I don't hold it as such. Like it's really just a hangout and.
I
You know,
prefer.
Yeah, I'm not even wearing pants right now, so
Oh, wow.
that's
Wait,
how
let me take mine off.
informal we are.
Don't get any more formal than that.
Mr.
But, yeah, man. Let's get into it, man. Let's talk about.
You want to say hello to the chat real fast?
Oh yeah. All right. I know we had
Jose.
Jose in here earlier.
Jesse Hernandez, what's up, man? Got them Cinnabites, what's up?
What's going on, sir?
Mr. Popo's in the house. Brenton, what's up, man? I know you're excited about them Hulks. See else in Grifter.
Too.
And
All right.
Jojo, what's up? Is everybody in here right now? So you want to get into pictures right now, or you want to do
What's up, Vision?
topic?
I think you on panel, but like I didn't say hi when you got in, so I don't want to interrupt.
I'm too lazy to type it.
You're right there.
We can talk about the topic, shoot the shit real quick, just talk about a lot going on. There's a lot of opinions on a lot of things, so yeah, man, let's get started.
So I kind of did this topic just because of what's going on right now. It's kind of like a lot of drama in the license companies, like you're seeing it and it's getting spilled out. And one of the things for me that I enjoy about the custom groups is 9 times out of 10 you don't see that stuff. It's not a lot of drama, and I prefer it that way, man. Honestly, to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
I mean, custom groups have such a small group of collectors in there compared to like a license. Like if you look at XM Life or Sideshow Collectibles or Sideshow for Life, whatever they're called, and then you go to a custom group, there's going to be so many more people. Whenever you got more people, you got more drama because you got more bitches who like to cause drama. It's just the way it is.
True.
I guess a quick question for you guys. Like, do you guys? I know the biggest drama for customs has always been like people, like commissioners backing out or commissioners disappearing or something. I haven't heard too much about that lately. Is that still a thing? Or
I mean, I'm sure it's still a thing, but you rarely hear it nowadays. It's like I think a lot of the commission, like all the custom groups, are pretty situated, or they're here to stay, or for a while at least. And a lot of these companies you don't have to worry about, so it's a small ones that pop up every once in a while that I would be worried about.
The last one I heard screwing people was that custom Knoll. Adam had it, and the guy screwed him, I think, back in December or January that came out.
Yeah, that commissioner abandoned the project and didn't refund anything.
Yeah,
just
scumbag.
Yeah, so
I think there's one too that there's a custom Silver Surfer. I forgot the name of the group, but Mr. X has it on pre-order, and he said that the guy hasn't reached out to him in months with his Silver Surfer.
So what I do when I'm buying from a commissioner that I haven't bought from before, or that people that I actually trust can't vouch for, once the 5 months is up with my deposit or payment, whatever it is, I ask them to refund me and send me an invoice right away, and I'll pay it again so that the 6-month protection relapses. And I've had one that said, no, I'm not going to do that. But what I will do is I'll refund your money and you just can't buy from me again. And I said, okay, refund my money. And that was for that custom Grand Admiral Thrawn that's coming out.
Yeah.
I always wonder about that because, like, the PayPal only gives you a certain amount of time. So, like, the customs get away with it, right?
Take 3 years.
Yeah. So
they're getting a lot better.
There's another thing you can do is not only do you use PayPal, but you use your credit card, and that gives you some like I know my credit card gives me a full year.
Yeah, it's different in Canada. They're pretty useless
okay.
because I've tried to put in a fraud thing, and one time, and they're like, did you buy through PayPal? I said yes, and they said you got to go through PayPal.
Oh, I didn't check that. Maybe my credit card will do that too.
It's pretty useless.
Maybe my country is useless too.
Well, it is, but maybe in different ways.
Yeah. I think that like custom groups really don't have a lot of drama, but at the same time, there are some stressed relationships within the community. You know, there's definitely, you know, people that are part of some custom groups that don't like people heading other custom groups. So, you know, it's not even, and I'm not talking about the collectors themselves, like, you know, so you know, you do have to watch out for certain relationships and loyalties, but it's not too deep though. For the most part, I feel like everybody does get along, knows each other well, and cooperates. So, you know.
Yep.
So I know there's a wide variety of people on the panel that have either collected customs or haven't collected customs yet. So like this is what I like the interaction between people that have been collecting for a while, the customs, and then people that haven't done it, that maybe have thought about getting customs before. It's good to see other people's point of views too, you know.
I hear you.
I was just talking to Adam today, and we were talking about I don't know, something we were not disagreeing, but we just had difference of opinion on a piece. And then he's like, "Oh, it's all good." And I'm like, "Well, how boring would it be if you tune into a show and you have 6 people on the panel, everyone agrees with everyone's opinion on every statue? Why would anyone watch that?"
Well, I mean, it would get very, very boring real fast, and there'd be nothing to talk about. They'd just agree with everybody, you know.
Great if a couple people like a piece you like or whatever, but if everyone's always agreeing and everyone only buys the same stuff, then what's the point?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. You got any other things you think the custom companies do better than the licensed companies?
Definitely. I know there's certain groups that I'm in that when they, from the start to the finish of a project, they keep you more informed. As far as, you know, they tell you ahead of time how much the statue is going to be. You know, there's none of this, you know, I'm working with the factory to get the price lowered. I mean, that happens sometimes, but you know, they tell you the price up ahead of time, you know, before
you might have connections though,
everything
with the factory.
Yeah. So
I'm just going to play devil's advocate. He could have a connection with the company. Like I take him at face value until he gives me a reason not to. Like, I know you said, Vision, you think it's a sales tactic. I personally don't see it. I don't think it's worth it. I don't see the benefit of that. If he says that that's what they wanted and he was able to get them down, however he was, by knocking off 120 off the ES, then I got no reason not to believe him. It doesn't sound that far-fetched where I'm like, no, man, that's not possible. So I got no reason not to believe him at this point. It's plausible.
The only way I would say if it's possible, if it's opposite of the other way around, is if he would have said, all right, we can do it for that much money, but I'm doing a 400 ES, then I can see that because you're getting more guaranteed from a factory. But if you're cutting it down by 125, ain't cutting it down by 1,000, you can't really convince me that, because like, I've done marketing for like Costco before in a business center as a manager, and it never ever happened that way. And they're overseas. I could barely get somebody that lives in New York, so to even cut a deal like that, that's bonkers. But again, though, it might happen. But for me, that's just weird. So I will prefer doing like a custom round in. Just tell me what it is. It is what it is, or just show me the pictures and then post a picture, like post a price on a PO, like how Sideshow does it and Prime One does it. Like I prefer that instead of going back and forth though, because even on his site he had it at 420. I mean 34.20, and then 30 minutes later he changed it to 35.10. And I was what? Like just automatic. So it's just too many flippy floppies for me.
Yeah, I think one important thing to take away is that the piece wasn't ready. It shouldn't have gone up for PO, or he shouldn't have announced it was going up for PO at that point. I think he should have pushed it back another week when he had those details, concrete, and that's when he should have presented it. But this is all just a bad look when you're about to put a statue up for PO, and the night before you're talking about, oh, I'm still trying to negotiate the price and the ES. It's like, it's kind of unsettling. It's not doesn't leave a good taste in your mouth.
And then he had an ES at 200. Now I always said I was 1999, right? That was, I joke a lot, but again though, let's say hypothetically speaking, if he just threw that price out 35.10 and stuff like that, I'm more likely we probably would have got it. Like, well, you know what, F it, fuck it, because I'm a person. If I like it, I don't care what no one else says. If I see the vision of it, and if I gotta see the value of the dollar, so I'll start breaking it down by the leg, whatever. And then I would probably would have paid that amount.
Screw the 1999, right?
Huh? Yeah. I would probably have paid that amount and stuff like that. But I'm a person like this too, though. It's like somebody can say, well, we're going to change this, we're going to change that. I didn't see the product first, because I'm not going to put $351 down on the hope you do change it, or I hope you do this, put shading or whatever and stuff like that. I personally would like to see it. Now I look at, like, he sold shredder 75. He has a shredder fast, and that's the only time he ever sold out that I know of.
Gotham Cinnabites brings up a good idea or a question. If he's so tight with the factories, why didn't he get the good price right away? If he had such a good relationship, why it wasn't the good price?
Well, this is my perspective. I think it's like we always aiming low. A lot of people, some people aiming high, but I was aiming like 2,000 because he usually go low. So I went low, 2,000, 2,500, right? So if he put it out there as very high, and then I drop it, they're like, wow, he did it good. He got a deal for us. You know what I'm saying? Because mentally, that's how people do in marketing. When you go to a store and you see it's discounted, it's not really discounted, but in your mind it's discounted. It wasn't the original price. So it's just easier.
Can you guys throw up Brenton's comment? I completely agree with Brenton. This is exactly how I feel. Seems like lose for Ant, because collectors are hounding him for a price. He shows transparency on what's happening, and it's a bad look. That's what I feel too. Everyone's always like, why don't they tell us what's happening? We want to know what's happening. We want behind the scenes. How does it? And then he does that and tells us, yeah, I'm talking to the factory. I'm trying to negotiate. I don't like the price you're giving me. And then everyone's like, you're full of shit. You're full of shit.
You say anything,
everyone be like, well, why wouldn't you tell us what's happening then?
You say that though, but then custom groups do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? They do step by, like, there's a lot of good custom groups that inform you of everything that's going on step by step, and you don't hear stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? The custom groups, you're not hearing people saying, no, that's not true, and whatever else, True.
I think
go ahead.
Yeah, you go. I think the custom companies, though, they focus more so on the production status of the actual statue, as opposed to negotiations around pricing of the statue. That's not something you're gonna hear a lot. I think that's a distinction to make between what what's going on with PCS and what custom generally do, because you're generally not gonna know about stuff that deep as far as negotiations about how much the price. Unless you're cool with the customer, they tell you some personal stuff. You may have that type of relationship with them, but it's not going to be a common thing that everybody is aware of. So,
like, if you look at a custom group, anyone does an NYC last level, doesn't matter who. How many pieces at one time are they juggling? 1, 2, maybe 3 on average. 3, maybe 4 if you're really busy. Maybe, but even that.
There's one group out there that he's got stuff going. Like, almost
fair enough, but the average, right,
only
has a few. How many pieces does PCS have going right now that he's juggling, balancing, speakers and licensing and sales representatives and all this stuff, right? So for him, I think to make a post, tell us that, look, I know he shouldn't have. What's up, Cash? I don't have the price yet. I'm negotiating. I think that shows good transparency. Could he be bullshitting? I mean, I guess so, but I don't see it. He's just way too busy to do that shit. Why would he do that? I
can see it all day. You can be busy all you want. Money is money. I suggest this, right? Since he's so busy, I would never put a price out until I put it on PO. Don't even think about a price. Just put a post today and just say, I'm gonna post the pictures, but I'm not gonna give a price to the day the PO comes out, because I don't care what no one says. If I'm a company And if I say this is going on the 7th on whatever today, right? If you got $1,000 off, bro, don't go live. Do another week. We can get another $1,000 off. You got connections.
We both know that's not how it works, Vision. Otherwise, he could wait 4 weeks and we could get it for free.
But again, though, like it's hard to go lower on the ES and then lower on the money. I don't see that. I can understand if the ES was 400, 500, and then lower on the money. I can see that because I'm guaranteeing 500. That's what products does. I mean, is just the value. But if you're going lower on ES and then lower on product, I'm like, well, it just don't add up to me. I can't see that. But
to play devil's advocate, you don't know all the moving parts. All you know is
I only go by what I know in real life, what I actually been with in the business transactions I have done, and that has never happened in my life.
Fair, but you've never dealt with factories in China before and dealing with mass-produced statues. I'm assuming. So I'm just saying it's a little out of your element to know all the details and make assumptions and call someone a liar. I'm just saying
I don't believe everything's a liar. I just said I don't see it though. That's why I didn't buy it though, because
you did say he's a liar. You said it was a marketing ploy and that he's not being honest.
I said
that is calling him a liar.
If you are okay with it, he's a liar. I'll take to his face straight up, like man to man, you're lying.
Yeah,
I think, so at the end of the day, he's a liar. Fuck him. Shit. Simple as that.
I think it was a little extreme to call him out like that, but I love how Vision is hard on these companies, and he's like, "Yo, I gotta work to get my money." Like he don't keep playing.
And I respect that. But I agree with you. I think it was a little harsh without knowing the facts. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. Say whatever you want about that.
I know the facts though, so I'm on me not knowing the facts 100%, knowing the facts. Then I'm gonna go by my everyday life, what I lived through, what I done though. You know what I'm saying? So like I only go by that facts. So I know when I did the business with Costco, when we did transactions like that, it was never that easy. So, but again, though, you might have a hookup here and there. If that's the case, then with every release, then we all gonna look at it. Well, you might can get it lower. Do what you gotta do. Do some calls, my guy. I ain't betting that be no 3K.
I feel you.
What do you think, Matt? What do you think? Some good things about custom groups.
Well,
Compared
one on the topic we were just, I'm gonna change gears, but one on the topic is I don't understand why he just said anything in the first place. Like Terry says,
Exactly.
like, yo, man, when you're ready, go be ready. Just say your price and move on. So custom groups. What I like about custom groups and what I think they do better is, let's say, what's the best way to say this? They can go all the way. I mean, they're not the soft core. They can go hardcore. They're not going to blur anything out. Like, for example, you take the license groups, they're not going to show Wolverine's claws through somebody's head. They're just going to show the claws next to it, or they won't show an axe, going through somebody, or they won't be as gory or bloody. They just don't do that, or they can't do that.
Man, they can't even have a gun in the leg holster. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Or a cigarette.
Yeah. That's part of the thing I think customs do. Yep, that's right.
Who doesn't?
What custom groups, they can pretty much do whatever their imagination, and there's nobody telling them they can't,
Exactly. Yeah.
So,
yeah.
What about
They
you?
don't hold back.
No handcuffs.
I think the biggest thing for me for customs is because I'm like a Star Wars guy and an X-Men guy, so they're gonna make the characters that aren't mainstream, that everybody, people in their respective properties want and stuff. So like Star Wars, yeah, you're gonna have characters that only show up on screen for 2 seconds, but everybody loves the designs because Star Wars is a design-based movie, so they're willing to take the chance of making those characters. So, and then same with X-Men, like they'll make the lower tier X-Men characters that maybe Sideshow wouldn't touch, or XM, like a Banshee.
If there was one character, well, I already know the answer for this for you, Danny, but if there was one character you guys could have a custom group make, what would it be?
She-Hulk.
There's too many of those now, to be honest.
I know.
No, I know it's not She-Hulk. It's what's his face? The cowboy with the face?
Cowboy.
Yeah, Jonah Hex would be one of my tops.
What about what's the panel? What's one custom or a character that you would want a custom group to make if it was like that one character that nobody else is doing?
For me,
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
You know, for me, it's like probably not gonna be a popular one. It's not Marvel or DC. I would love to see wrestling stuff, like at quarter scale or 6 scale, and that way you could get like a whole line going. No one's doing that in quarter or 6 scale.
Well,
What happened there?
I've waited to do that to you for a long time.
I know. I was like, what happened? You should have seen my eyes backstage. I was like, oh,
You're like,
shoot.
what?
Yeah.
I've
That's
been waiting to do that
it's
for a
like.
long time.
Oh, we're turning red. Look at this. It
Go
hurts.
ahead.
It hurts. Probably wrestling stuff. That or to be honest, like you guys were saying, like those guys could do whatever they want, right? I
Yeah.
know this is probably gonna be boring to you guys, but like Thanos on Throne's one of my favorite statues. But him like in a museum pose and a freaking dynamic pose. I know XM Studios did one too, but cool Thanos. Like a
Like
cool
with a pop collar and like a cigarette or something, like cool Thanos.
That's cool. If that's cool in Texas, that's cool in Texas.
You know,
Right?
big old gold chain maybe.
Smoking pack of pools, KWL.
What about the rest of the panel?
I'm in line with what Danny said. Like, I guess that would be my favorite thing, that custom companies do better than licensed companies, of course. And I don't know if you can really define it as doing better, because licensed companies just have that limitation. So it's not even like they're really attempting it, you know? So I don't know. But at the same time, it is like a perk with custom groups. And, you know, one of my characters is Uranus from the recent Avengers versus X-Men versus Eternals.
Grandpappy.
Yeah, Thanos is was his grand uncle. It was his granddad's brother. He's a badass character, and it's like that's somebody that, you know, came in immediately and made an impact on the villain side of stuff, you know, as far as comics go. And, you know, he has a badass design, huge and imposing. Like, I like my statues, so yeah, I would like to see a statue made. And I think your favorite group might actually pursue it, because it was mentioned in comics before.
They're doing quite a bit of like newer stuff too. I think they're doing that one they're got coming out soon with the Grendel. That looks pretty cool. So
the Surfer.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that did look like a really dope concept.
What about you, Shane?
I would have said a Voltron, but Jay at LBS is working on getting a Voltron.
Oh yeah.
So if he can't, then I would say Voltron. But let's assume that's going through, and let's assume XM is going to do a Shockwave like they said they will, or hinted to doing it. So with that being said, then I would pick Zartan, G.I. Joe, 1/4 scale, to go with my G.I. Joe or my Cobra shelf.
I always like Zartan. He was a cool character.
I love Zartan.
What about you, Matt?
Like, so is the question, was it like what piece would I want?
Yeah, any custom piece that you can think of. What would you want?
Dude, there's quite a few.
There's nothing on the top of your head, like your favorite character that nobody makes, or
I don't do a lot of side character stuff or like the one-off characters. There is a piece I would like to see was I'd like to see either a Conan Pit Fighter, a Arnold, or the Sitting Bull, Conan Sitting Bull.
Mm-hmm.
What is best in life?
Oh, Usain Bolt. I heard you say Usain Bolt. I'm like, really? You want a statue of Usain Bolt? Hey, teacher.
Yeah.
What about you, nice guy?
I'm hoping either XM or Sideshow does a anti-agent Venom.
Hey, I'm talking about customs, nice guy.
Anti-agent Venom.
I'm talking about customs.
Oh, I want someone to make an anti-agent Venom in general.
Got you.
Yeah, I feel like the character doesn't get enough love in the comic industry, even though he's current again.
Yeah, he's in the newer stories now.
Yeah,
again.
he's back.
What about you? Who? Everybody go? Casual went.
Did you go yet?
Who didn't go?
I'll take a Metal Gear Solid line. I'll take a Solid Snake, a Raiden, a Sniper Wolf.
Oh, they're doing that.
A Great Falk. But like a 1/4, And then I would take I know it's been done by Way Studios, but I would take a Power Ranger of the Zords, but I would want the base to look more better because some of the Way Studios base was kind of like toys to me.
I have word someone's making a Raiden.
A Raiden? Wow.
Metal Gear.
Yeah.
But it's just more in the works still, sculpting wise.
So for me, there was a storyline back in the 90s that was my favorite X-Men storyline, Age of Apocalypse. I would like to see the character Holocaust. I don't know if you guys know who that is. Is Apocalypse's son from that reality, and he's a hoss. Like I love that character. It would be cool because he's basically encased in armor, but in the armor he's a skeleton. You know, so it's like I don't know. I think that would be really cool. Like my favorite group would probably, do a pretty good job at it. I think so. But that's my.
Who is your favorite group, or do you not say the name of the group?
I don't say the game.
Oh, okay.
I try not to. Sometimes it slips out, but.
Jar, he looks like Juggernaut almost, right?
What's that?
He looks like Juggernaut almost. He has
kind of. He's like orange. He's got orange energy inside of his. There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, he started off as a character that he looked human, and he killed the Scarlet Witch in that universe.
What?
And Magneto got really mad and ripped the skin off him, basically, and he survived, and he got put in the suit. So,
who's his
low
mom?
numbers?
Huh?
You got some low numbers here.
Yeah, who's his mom?
Who's the mom?
I never said it. He just appeared
really?
one day. His original name was Nemesis. He had blonde hair, actually, and he absorbs energy and pushes it back out, basically. But when he became Holocaust, he got a little more powerful.
Yeah, that's a dope design, though. That is a badass design.
That looks sick.
There's a light up on everything.
I mean, that would
light up would be crazy. Yeah.
Oh,
Anytime you have someone with a flaming skull inside a clear dome, it's going to be a hit.
Yeah.
It's going to be a hit automatically.
Yeah,
How big is he? Like, how big would that be? Like,
He's a big guy. He's probably about the size of Juggernaut, maybe.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
Oh,
he's the same height as Apocalypse, so he's pretty big.
is he going to head up Apocalypse right there on the picture?
Yeah.
It's kind of like Onslaught.
Yeah, that's who I was. Damn it.
Yeah, it gives you that kind of that vibe.
Like Onslaught meets Juggernaut meets Cosmic Ghost Rider.
That's perfect. Yep.
That's dope.
Yeah, he'd be my favorite character that no one would make, but I think it would be a dope statue for sure.
I love Apocalypse. He's probably my favorite or top 3 for sure Marvel villains.
He's probably my favorite X-Men villain for sure.
Yeah. Oh, X-Men guaranteed. Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm a huge Juggernaut fan.
Yeah, I mean, I like Magneto. Like Magneto edges it out for me a bit, but it's Apocalypse for
Tons
sure.
of them.
What was that?
There's tons of Magnetos though. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's played it.
There's a lot for sure.
Oh, checking on Bowen, and Bowen didn't make a Holocaust. Sorry, Jarhead.
Which design of Holocaust? I would try to maybe do the original version of him when he was in the Age of Apocalypse. I like that armor a little better. But
I got a question for you, Jarhead. Who are your 3 favorite X-Men? Same for you, Dwayne. I know you guys are both big X-Men
Hey,
fans.
ask me too, Shane. Come on.
so do you
No,
mean
You're
I don't know, like every X-Men ever, or do you mean like X Factor, X4?
Like just a member of the X-Men in any whenever you want. I mean, shit, I guess it could be any reality or any whatever, but an actual member, so not a villain.
So obviously Wolverine is my favorite all time.
He's Canadian. Everyone loves Wolverine.
That's a given. So I'll skip over him. But if I had to pick another one, Cable, Bishop, and then for my third, it'd be a 3-way tie between Havoc, Cannonball, and Sunspot.
Okay. Wow. You're really getting obscure.
Yeah.
I like how Jarhead squeezed in 6 characters.
It's hard to choose, man. It's hard to choose.
Well, here's 12.
These, all right.
Yeah, I like Colossus, Archangel, and let's see. I would say Cyclops.
What about you, Danny?
Oh, thank you, Shade.
Looking.
I would have to say Cyclops, Psylocke, and Wolverine.
I don't know if the rest of you are huge X-Men fans or big X-Men fans or not, but I was just wondering if any of you want to play.
Batman, and Batman. No, I'm joking.
What about you, Shane? You didn't answer.
Yeah, I want to hear yours, Shane.
Wolverine, Rogue, and Nightcrawler.
Okay,
I'm going to second
I
Shane.
think I'll Cyclops and put Storm in.
There's so many good choices.
Three X-Men characters you want to be seen made.
That haven't been made yet, or have been made, but I think they could be made better.
Can we say 5?
Either or.
Instead of 3?
Can we say 18?
Jeez. Can we say the whole team?
However many you got.
I would like the same characters I mentioned. Pretty much all of X-Force, like the old school, not the black and gray costumes, but like the new mutants, like Cannonball, Sunspot, Shatterstar. That was my favorite X-Force team. But then like Forge would be pretty badass. Bishop, of course.
That's one of mine.
Boom Boom.
So you're a New Mutants fan.
I love X-Force. X-Force is probably one of my favorite teams. And I love X-Factor too. I like Multiple Man, Strong Guy.
Yeah, dude, Strong
You know
Guy.
who will be dope?
AKA Guido.
Yeah. Guido.
Yeah, I know
Armor. She's a newer character.
Yeah, it would be dope to see what statue companies would do with her character. Because of the way her power is displayed.
Yeah, she's just a kid in a giant armor suit. Basically, she can project a invisible a force field with her around it. Basically, with like its armor. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
For me, my 3 that I said, I already have 3 statues of them that I absolutely love, so I wouldn't pick them. I would like to see a Storm done, and I know XM Storm is fantastic, and a couple of customs are really good, but I didn't see a custom that I love as much as XM, and I'm not paying that money for the XM what it goes for now. So I'd like to see someone tackle a really good 90s animated white suit Storm.
I will say the XM Storm is getting a little long in the tooth. Like I have a feeling there's going to be another one that's going to top it very soon. So
sooner or later there has to be. But you know who I would love to have, and it's a villain, but an Emma Frost. And there's been some nice customs. XM is nice. And there is one custom, the MFA, I really like. What I want is I want the traditional suit of Emma. I want her wearing, and not because I'm a perv like ODB, but I want her wearing the panties and then the stockings, and I just like traditional. So XM's nice, the customs are nice, but they kind of messed with it a bit, gave her the big granny panties, or gave her pants, or gave her, and that's fine. It all looks beautiful, but I want a traditional one.
So more of her when she was in the Hellfire Club?
Exactly, when she was in the Hellfire. And MFA, where she's sitting on that little sofa, has that exact outfit. But so
I was this close to getting that one.
Say again, D3?
I was this close to getting that one, the MFA one, but I was just thrown off a little bit by the couch. Like I didn't know, because I don't like dome pieces, and I just thought it would be out of place to have just one character just sitting on the couch. So,
yeah, mine would actually fit pretty well. I'd put Omega Red on a riser and then put her underneath. I got this really cool Omega Red from this cool guy on Facebook. You might know him. His name's Dwayne.
Yeah, man. You did a wonder with that Omega Red, man. You got to paint it up. That thing looked amazing.
Yeah, man. It looks so good. Painted. I love it. Like, he takes a lot of room, but I love him. That's why I want to put him on a riser. And then that MFA Emma sitting on the seat right underneath him would look perfect.
Yeah,
except it's sold out, and of course, no one's selling their PO until it starts shipping, and then everyone backs out. So,
which Omega Red is?
I forget the company name that makes it. Dwayne knows. I bought it from him.
Yeah.
Custom or is it?
Yeah, it's a custom. It's one of the 30 Omega Red customs they have.
Carl says Marvel will never approve of that design of Emma.
That's why we're talking about customs.
Yeah. So,
for that reason alone is why this show exists.
That definitely makes sense. So
yep.
Carl also says that he wouldn't mind seeing a Zorn, a Warlock, or a have I can't pronounce that. I don't even know who that is.
Hepzibah?
That's
that
the White Wolf character.
White Wolf.
She's like a she wolf. She's part of the Shi'ar or the Corsairs crew.
Oh yeah.
Is that Corsair's girlfriend?
I think it is. Yeah.
The half cat.
Oh, okay.
Alien
yeah,
thing.
that actually sounds right.
Yeah. Look, that's really deep right there.
That is niche. Like that is really obscure.
You know, the Warlock would be pretty dope.
Warlock would be pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would also love to get a Gladiator, but I know there's a few done, and there's the one where he's not the one where he's lunging forward, but he's more just kind of hovering with his arms crossed.
Yeah.
I would love to get that Gladiator with my X-Men villains. I would make room for him because I love Gladiator.
I feel like somebody's gonna make a statue of him soon. Like I feel like it's due. Because the last one is that one when he stomped into the ground. I have that one.
Yeah.
So, piece. That's still one of my favorite pieces. But I feel like he's about due. Like I feel like he's an underdone statue, like for the type of character he is, and
yeah, he's so cool.
Yeah, the cool factor on him is through the roof. So it's like I feel like there should be a lot more representations of him on the market.
I will say Cannonball beat him up one time. Just throwing it out there.
To be fair, in the comics, everyone's beat everyone up because they've made 10,000 comics and they have to do something different.
True.
Good point.
I mean, realistically, why hasn't Magneto just killed Wolverine in every single fight? Like he's literally got metal. Like it doesn't make any sense, but it is what it is.
But you know what was crazy? I remember reading the story where he got his adamantium ripped out by Magneto, and I was in shock when I read that. I was just like, wow. It was like one of the craziest moments in comic books for me. So even though obviously, it should have happened a long time ago, but it was just really crazy.
Do you remember in comic books what your biggest shock was? Like your first real shock reading a comic, your very first one. For me, it was Death of Superman.
I had that comic book too. I remember reading that.
That back in the day, man, that was huge. Like when Superman died.
Yeah, and they didn't have superheroes that die come back all the They didn't. They weren't doing that. You know, they die and come back like all the time. You know, when he died, people really thought that he was going to stay dead. You know.
Yeah, and then he came back as 4 people. Was it 4 or 5?
I know. Yeah,
they were trying to figure out who was the real one. I remember
and they were all kind of shitty, and so then they made him Superman again.
Did Wolverine die in the comics when he ripped him out? Like, did he figure a way to get back, or
he didn't actually die, but he was close to dying. Like it was Fatal Attractions was the actual storyline. Magneto, of course, was waging war on the planet, and they sent an X-Men team up there to fight him, basically. And Wolverine got a good slash at him, and Magneto had enough at that point. He said, "Screw it," and ripped out his adamantium. So, and then Professor Xavier wiped Magneto's mind like right after that, and that's what created Onslaught.
Exactly.
Wait, but before that, it was Joseph, wasn't it?
It was a crazy transition of events. Like I was just like
Joseph was after he got his mind wiped.
Oh, okay. But before Onslaught, right?
But before, Onslaught happened right then. They told the story like he didn't like Onslaught as a character didn't show up till later, but they rooted him back to that story. If that makes sense, you know, because it happened right then, but he didn't show up till later down the road.
Did you read the comic, any of you, where Abomination was killed and they didn't know who killed him? Ended up being Red Hulk.
Yes, yeah, I read that.
No.
How the hell did he die by a gunshot to the head? Like this is a guy who's arguably stronger than the Hulk in some comics.
Yeah, you can go.
And this guy shot him and killed him. Then why didn't anyone just shoot Hulk to begin with?
Yeah, I mean that was like when the Watcher died.
He had a Hulk killing gun.
When the Watcher got killed, you know they were trying to figure out who did it, and it ended up being what's his face from the Avengers?
Winter Soldier.
No,
Was
with the
it?
patch.
Oh, Nick Fury.
Nick Fury. Nick Fury killed the Watcher, but then he became the Watcher. So it was an interesting story.
Fair enough. Like I said, when you make that many comics over that many decades, you have to make some crazy stories. Otherwise, it's all going to be the same. You got to change it up somehow.
Yeah, I would say the most shocking moment that I can remember was that when he got his adamantium ripped out of him. That was probably the most shocking. And then, like, I think the comic book later, you found out that he had bone claws underneath the whole time. So he ripped out his claws and then they were bone. And everybody was like, "What?" So no one knew that he had bone claws, and that was.
I never understood why his bone claws are circular, as they should be, but then his adamantium claws are thin. They're not like circle because it's supposed to cover the bone and be the shape of the bone, right?
Yeah.
But they're not. His bones are not sharp like that. They're circular with pointy ends.
Yeah.
But yet the blades of his claws are sharp on the downside and very thin and narrow.
Also, I always thought that the whole Weapon X thing, the project, they added the claws.
That's what everybody thought.
Yeah.
It came out later after he got his adamantium ripped out that he had claws the whole time. So
I got a question. With customs, what do you guys what's next with customs? And now I know we're talking about characters, like would you like to see a character or this or that, but for me, I would like to see better concept and better design, or like what's the next level that customs to go to? Like, let me give you an example.
Like innovation, or
yes, like innovation. Like how do you bring future technology or the next step to statues?
See,
like,
and
example,
that's another thing that I think custom do better. They innovate more than other groups.
Yeah, like for example, the Weapon X. That's a really cool piece. But imagine if they can make it to where it literally was in water, where you could put it in water, or you take a Magneto and you have put a magnet in his hand, and you have two magnets where you'll have something floating above them, so you can actually see it. It's truly magnetized. How magnets can repel against each other.
Mm-hmm.
It's so funny you said that because I was going to say a Magneto with a repelling magnet and something floating in his hand, like maybe Professor Xavier's cerebral.
Something to that effect.
That would be sick.
It definitely can be done. I mean, you've seen floating rocks. You've seen it happen where you use magnets, or smoke effect. Imagine a Superman where you can have some sort of smoke coming off his eyes, or something to that nature.
Bowen did that with their Magneto. Like, not many people know about it, but there's a Bowen where Magneto's pointing his hand forward.
It's magnetic.
It's magnetic. Yeah, if you put something to his, they didn't advertise it or anything, but they just.
Yeah, it's super cool. People put paper clips on there or whatever. It's really cool.
That's dope. That's really dope.
Yeah.
So it's like,
but like, why hasn't anyone done that yet? Like, Bowen did this 25, 30 years ago. Why hasn't anyone done this yet? Like, it's
I think some of the custom groups now, or some of the custom guys are younger guys. And like you said, you're talking about something 25, 30 years ago, but like Steve said, a lot of guys don't know about it. Or they're focused on getting a character out that we're not looking at the innovation of what to do.
No, you're right. You're right. They haven't been around back then, but you'd figure someone who makes these statues would have thought about it like, hey, this guy's Magneto. We could just put a magnet in his hand or somewhere and make something stick to it.
Yeah, but that's true. But then I can see a ton of guys trying to put some all this snap it breaks because they're used to dealing with big magnets. You know what I mean? They put something else again.
Yeah, you're right.
You got to, it's something that's got to be thought about.
I think you can see,
they know.
I think you can see a lot of that, a lot of that innovation and creativity in the custom anime statue world. The stuff that they do in anime customs is just, you didn't even know statues could be made to represent certain scenes and characters. Like, and they get every single detail. Like, they don't skimp on anything. As far as the background, whether it's a fight scene, a power scene, like it's like pulled straight out of the anime, right out of the mangas and anime. looks just like that. Like even down to the lights and all of the clear resin they use. Like it astounds me every time when I see those pieces.
Is it that's one of the things that for me it's pretty important, especially in a movie. If there's a movie character that comes out, for me, I would want it to be an iconic scene in the movie, and it's accurate to that of what happened in the movie. That's what made it so special, or it's like a timing or something like that. Like, for example, Godzilla ripping the head off the Motu. Remember when Godzilla did that? And, it'd be a cool statue to see Godzilla holding the head of a Motu. But when somebody puts out a piece from a movie that it really doesn't, it does have no meaning. It's kind of, for me, it's just kind of lame, if that makes any sense. But,
I always thought that some pieces maybe come with a remote control and just change. Now, I guess it depends on the piece, but if you have a piece with a lot of light up on the base, I know anime pieces especially are super good lit up, but you have a piece that's lit up and maybe you could just change the color. You know what I mean?
So,
like that's enough.
Reborn Studios did that with the Silver Surfer.
They did.
I had that piece.
They did.
It was really cool. You could change the color of the lighting on it. It could also, you can have it to where it's like a beam would rotate around.
Exactly. Like it's so simple, right?
Can you dim it? Can you dim it? What about demo? Like dim the light.
I don't think you could dim that one, but it really had a big color spectrum from red to blue to green, and you could have it all those different colors all in between. And also, like I said, you have it blinking, or you could have
Yeah. I like that.
I'll pay extra for that thing, bro. I'll pay extra for that if you have different colors like this lightning bulb. Not different color wise, but if I could dim it, have it bright when I want it bright, and dim it because I just want the light on. So
So
definitely
I love how customs do, like they push innovation and they try different things all the time. That's another reason why I like XM as a licensed company so much, because a lot of times when they do something that's a hit, they're pushing the boundaries on stuff that hasn't been done, like Maestro or Hulkbuster back in the day. Like there's certain statues that when they do really good stuff and they push boundaries and it pays off well for them. I think that's why they're my favorite license group. But customs do this all the time. They're always pushing stuff, which is why another reason why I love customs.
Agreed.
I like to see more innovation, to be honest, with customs. Like, I know I keep pushing this. Like, I think this like the second year I'm pushing this thing, but like I wish like Hot Toys you could pose the eyes on like some of the figures. I wish in statues you could do that. So you could have him like looking one way, but change the way his eyes rotate or whatever. That's something I would love to see.
See, the problem for me is
Mona Lisa.
Yeah, or have it looked both ways.
They're always watching you. They're always follow you around the room. They're automatic.
Yeah, you're naked.
Go ahead, say.
You could buy some sideshow pieces. They do that for you. I was going to say, for me, I like the idea of maybe changing the color depending on the statue. But there you go, nice cock. But once you have,
you're just gonna whip it out right here.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Vision, I didn't think your cock was that big. Anyway, for me, if you start getting too much, it starts getting, I don't know, it starts getting too, I don't know.
Too anime, it becomes too toyish.
Yeah, I don't know why. I normally don't forget words, but I forgot the word. I think it's all the meat I'm drinking, but it just becomes too much gimmicky. It becomes too gimmicky for me.
Yeah.
I don't need extra stuff or innovation just to say it's different. Just to say, hey, look what my statue could do that yours can't. I just need my statue to look good, and that's it, and be good quality. Like for the most part, that's what I need. If there's an innovation that makes sense, I'm for it. But I think for me, majority of those innovations will just be gimmicky, and I'd never use them anyway. And it's just going to raise the cost, and it's something else that could break.
I actually agree with Shane with that. Like, I like my statues just simple. I like museum poses. Highly detailed stuff. But I do think that some of that creativity they do have to be careful with, because like Shane said, it can come off as gimmicky depending on your customer base or how you execute it. Like if you're gonna take a chance and you don't execute it to the top level that you can, then somebody's just gonna take the idea, come along and do it better, and then you're just gonna look like the gimmicky version. So I do think they have to be careful. Like I think there needs to be a middle ground, and like they can't just go all out. They have to tread carefully and gauge the community's interest on things, and
of course it has to make sense. It definitely have to make sense, and it has to be pertaining to the piece and something that makes it a unique quality to the piece.
It's got to fit.
I mean? Yeah, exactly.
What's up, Jelena?
Because you could give me a statue that lights up, makes music, has smoke, fucking wipes my ass, doesn't matter. But if it doesn't fit the character and I'm never going to use it, why would I want to pay $800 more for it?
I feel like that's how innovation works, though. Like you gotta try it out, like you guys been saying. Like I feel like swap outs were innovation at one time. Like statues are meant to have that one pose, but someone was like, "What if we put a different portrait on this guy?" And they were like, "Nah, that's a dumb idea. That's a dumb idea. It just has to get started, get that ball rolling." And
all I would want, if they're going to make statues and do more of those innovative things to them, give you the option of getting either or. You know what I mean? For people who don't want it. It's good to have it because who knows? Maybe it leads to something like the next level, the next big thing, the next thing that everyone copies. Great. But for people who don't want that and they're just happy having no silicone, no punched hair, no light up features, like except for my ships and my Ghost Rider, I don't even use my light up features, not even on my Star Wars statues. I just don't use them.
Is it a plug up or is it not? Is it a plug up your Ghost Rider? Or is it like
there's the other thing. We were talking about what they could do better. So what they do better already than some statue companies licensed is they don't do fucking 30 batteries for a statue. It's a plug-in. If they're doing it and they use the same factories licensed companies do, why aren't licensed companies doing the plugins? Ridiculous. XM, my favorite licensed company. Get your head out of your ass and use plugins. Like
what's crazy about
Buster and all these other ones.
The last couple of unboxing we've done on the channel, the batteries have been inside the statue. Like they shipped it with the batteries.
See, they're not allowed to do that though.
But they're custom. They're already breaking rules
because it could explode. Or give me a break.
Yeah. Hey, you're a custom company. You already
could it be that licensed companies have the potential to get sued if something were to go wrong?
They have more potential for sure.
You know, 1,000%. You have something plugged in. You have a wire. Say a house catches on fire, and they come say, "Well, that statue did it." And then all of a sudden, somebody follows back, traces it back to a licensed company.
Isn't that what Aang said? Save people's families. Isn't that what Aang said? He said he's basically trying to save people's families.
Yes, families. Yeah.
Using batteries.
Well, that could be something. Well, see, that could be something that the company told him. Hey, this is. But that's just their facade for saying, hey, we can get sued. You know what I mean? So that's the reason why. Maybe.
I mean, to be fair, Aang tells us a lot of stuff, and I'm not buying half of it. So we'll see.
Just
at the end of the day,
you see what Luke said?
I was gonna say that goes with other companies too, right?
Like other companies,
Maybe that's how Flanker's house burned down.
He's ready to die for the other companies, man.
Wow, how Flanker's house burned down.
Can we get a moment of silence for Flankster and everything he lost in that horrendous house fire of his?
That
all right,
tragic event.
That was him. That was who that was.
He had a house fire.
No, what he did is he sold a bunch of statues, collected the money, and then told people his house burned down and I can't send you statues.
Okay.
Take the money back.
Man, I ain't even gonna give any energy.
I would love to have this mic show with one plug. Like I turned it on when I first bought it, and then the other day, I guess a week or 2 weeks ago, I had all my lights off and I just turned it on again, and it actually looks nice. I was surprised. Oh damn, it does look good. But I'm not gonna do it again unless I have company and I want to show them what it can do. Like so, because but other than that, though,
if Sideshow could use a plug, XM could use a plug-in, Prime 1 could use a plug-in. They could all use plug-in, and then I wouldn't need 48 batteries for my Justice Buster statue.
I will say, Sideshow seems to be doing it more. With their statues.
Sideshow's killing it. This is Sideshow's year so far. They
are. At the beginning of the
I
year,
don't love. I'm not loving everything I'm seeing from Sideshow, but I respect everything I'm seeing from Sideshow.
Somebody made a list in the one of the groups saying
Casual
like
nerd
they
problems.
counted. What was it?
Casual nerd problem.
You got to say it with your chest in here.
I was looking that up too. I was looking that up.
He plugged himself in there right there. Okay.
There's
At
a
8
there's a
p.m.
list
Tuesdays.
that they put on casual nerve problems of how many statues they actually. I mean, it's what in the teens already. It's only March. 16 statues, and it's only March.
I mean, 12 days of Sideshow, at least 10 right there.
Yeah.
I mean, that Hulk statue they just showed, there's 4. So
yeah.
So 20.
Is anybody liking that Hulk statue? I like that gray one. I like the red one.
I kind of like the
That's
emo
included.
one.
the problem is that Hulk statue,
Emo.
same pose
What's wrong with
as
that?
the old Hulk statue.
Yep.
Say it again.
But he's
Shane?
jumping.
like
The
this.
pose of the new Hulk is the same
Yep.
pose as the old one with the hands
Yeah.
over the head.
It's like,
Yeah,
And
but
I
they have
realize
animation
Hulk-
now, different colors.
He's smashing. Bowen had it. I get it, and that was my favorite Bowen, the Hulk smash. But just do something.
in the old one,
Especially if it's the same company and your last Hulk just used that pose, at least pretend you're trying to use a different pose. And I don't give a shit if you're Daniel Bell. I don't care who you are. If the last statue that your company you're sculpting for made that exact pose for that exact character, don't fucking do it. Do a different pose. Come on, man.
you know
Come
what
on.
I think?
You're not even trying.
The last Hulk,
Yeah, absolutely.
The last Hulk was landing from jumping. This Hulk is jumping, is actively jumping through the air. The next one they make should be like starting his jump off the ground. You should be able to pose them.
So
Like
with
that
that
order.
particular statue,
Wow,
like
I can see that vision.
um,
That's dope. Boom, boom.
like
boom.
it doesn't look like the same style that what's the sculptor
Daniel Bell.
Bell.
Daniel Bell. Like it doesn't look like a Daniel Bell statue to me.
It doesn't, does it? Because it's so bulky. It's so I agree. When I saw it, I was like, oh, I wonder who sculpted that. And then it said Daniel Bell. I'm like, wow, I did not expect that.
I thought it was Canali at first, but yeah, he
Oh.
made a video.
That's who I was thinking. Kat.
Right there.
Yeah.
Keesus, you like that Hulk?
You wish it was bigger, isn't it? 29 inches tall.
It's pretty
Yeah.
big. Like they showed it next to
doesn't-
that girl in the video. It was
Yeah.
massive. But I guess we can start getting into the news if y'all want.
Yeah, let's get into it.
There's a lot of it.
Shit, I thought we were already into it.
Archangel asked a question. He said, what is the best Hulk statue? That's easy. That's LBS 1/3.
Yes, yes, all
And
day.
I
I'm
agree.
looking at it right
No,
now.
no, no. I still like the XM.
So
Transformation.
just a
Yeah.
regular Hulk XM transformation, but
Are you
if-
talking
if-
transformation or OG XM?
No,
transformation.
transformation.
Transformation. But
Transformation.
I just have to clarify. You also love She-Hulk, so I have to clarify, Danny.
No, I always loved the transformation one because it was a whole story behind it.
Yeah, it's a great statue.
No. And Maestro. I mean, I don't know if that counts as Hulk or not, but I consider it Hulk in his final form.
Which one?
Maestro.
Oh, Maestro. Maestro. You got me saying Maestro.
Maestro, whatever.
That's a beauty statue. I mean, he is Hulk. He's just Hulk in a different timeline, but he is Hulk.
Do you guys
I
like
love
the OG
Maestro, man.
Hulk from Sideshow?
I love that whole story. Well, what'd you say, Cash?
The Sideshow OG Hulk? Everyone loves that one. I haven't seen that in person yet. So,
don't.
yeah.
I
Kirby
actually
one?
love that statue. I think it's
Yeah.
highly overrated, and I'm not a fan of. I think it's well done for when it was done, but I don't get the $10,000 price tag that thing went for at one point. I don't get it.
Well, it's similar to the Doom on Throne. I think it was great for the time, but it's been done.
That's another piece. Again, great for the time, but compared to what's out now, in my opinion, it doesn't even touch what's out on the market now. But that's just
I
me.
get
Not a
the
opinion.
feeling. I get what like guys say about like. I guess it's like the history of Sideshow or the history nostalgia of Sideshow, that thing. But
Like I said, at the time, killer piece. But now, I don't know. I don't see it.
I want to see it in person. That's all I want to do. I'm not paying that price tag.
Plus, that's
So-
not my version of Hulk that I like, that Kirby Hulk. So that doesn't help either.
PCS just released the price. I don't know if you really want to go into it. We kind of talked about it earlier. Every channel's talking about it, so I don't know if you want to talk about it.
I'll
but-
be honest, for the size you're getting, 45 inches by 41.5 by 34 inches, and you're getting 3 heads, 2 left arms, 2 right arms. I think that's actually a fair price, and that's ridiculous to say for $3,500, especially as a Canadian. Because for me, that $3,500 for you is like $5,000 for me. But it compared to what other statues are and the size they are and the price they are, that's actually a good price.
Yo, Vision, would you have limited yourself to 1999 if you had heard the measurements before you
No,
made that
I knew the
decision?
measurements. I knew the measurements, but I said 1999 because I'm not gonna put it like, oh man, 4,000. You know what I mean? We live and people actually be listening. So, but like if he would have came out with a price like this, 34.20, I think it looks better than 35.10, of course, because it's cheaper. But I probably would have like maybe like, yeah, you know what? It is what it is. The price is the price. Like, because when I saw Maestro, I didn't think nothing of it, and I was never on none of these shows, and even know nothing about a show really. And I bought it like up front. You know, the same thing with War Tank, $3K up front. So I'm not really worried about the price.
Wait, Vision, I got a question for you, Vision. Are you saying that you thought Ant might be watching, so you kind of lowballed the price?
If you ask me a question, I'm not gonna say, "Oh man, I'll pay 10,000 for that." No, I'll pay 2,000.
I'm just saying, you're the one who accused Ant of using sales tactics and fudging the numbers, but yet you fudged the numbers.
Somebody asked me, what was the price that you asked me? You asked me, what's the most you want to pay? I say 2K. That's the most I want to pay because I'm going by, for one, PCS quality. They haven't even proved themselves to even get $3,500 out of me at all.
I agree with that.
They fucked up with 4 to 5 statues. Facts. Even Shredder, it's still messed up. No matter if it looks good to me, it's still messed up. So you trying to get $3,500? Oh my gosh, I don't see the price of it. And you talking about the size of it? Then let's be frank. I'll take the Shredder apart and weigh all this shit. It's hollow. It's very light. I could throw this against this wall and it'll crack in half in seconds. I could throw any of my other statue bases in the wall. That shit's going through this wall. So like me personally, if I spend $3,500, I want it to feel like the War Tank. It's not gonna feel not even the plethora of it like a War Tank. And I bet any money on that. Any type of money on that.
To be fair, Vision, everything you're saying is speculation. You don't know if that'll be hollow. You don't. It probably will be.
No, I'm only going by what I have now. So of course, when you say speculation, now we saw 2 statues that my friend Silva broke. He broke 2 of PCS recently statues. The Blade, hollow. He even said it was light. It was shit. He even got mad at it. But he likes Blade though, so he still buys it. You get what I'm saying? Right. I have 3 of PCS items here right now. That's $5,000 within the last 4 months. And I'm feeling them, I'm touching them. So I can only go by, like I said, I only go by what I say. When I talk about a statue, it's only because I'm 100%, maybe 99.9% that I will buy it. If he came out with this price at the very beginning this morning, I probably would have PO'd it. Fuck it, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Like, I'll figure it out later in life. I got 7 months to worry about the rest of the $3,200. You understand?
So something I noticed just now. So the statue is supposed to come out in September, right? So that's this year.
That's quick.
How many months is that?
I mean,
5 months.
Their turnaround is like 10 months.
Okay, so he had just said earlier that he was in talks with the factory about making the statue, right? It just seems like it's further along. Like, you don't just pop out 75 gigantic statues, in a couple months. You know what I'm saying? It just seems like it's further along in the process than him saying to the the people making the statue, hey, let's talk about the price. It just seems like it's further along in the process. You know what I'm saying?
No, I definitely know what you're saying.
Because making a statue takes a long time, So 5 months. I mean, you have to be further along in the process in order to do this, I think.
Jarhead, a statue, you say.
Hey, that's a speculation, Jarhead. Do not say that.
No, Jarhead, you say a statue, right? A statue that that sizes up to like 44 inches by 44 inches by 36 inches.
45 inches.
Something like that, right? But like, it's also like, come on, man. Like, you're going to release the PO today, and then or yesterday. Was it today? It was today, right?
Yeah.
And then just give people 5 months to it's. I feel like what Vision. I feel what Vision is saying, because he's collected. Like, he has a whole Turtles line behind him, right? And I definitely hear him. I just don't like the whole thing of just if you go back to the picture, if you go back to the statue, like I like comparing stuff to other stuff, you know? This one, like I compare it to XM Studios. I don't see XM Studios quality here for me. When I see this, I see 3 colors: purple, green, and silver. A hint of red. Like there's no that's the thing too. Like if they fix
You
this
look like a
up,
toy.
yeah, if they fix
You
this
look like
up,
a big toy.
are you paying for what they're gonna fix up, or are you gonna pay for this? Like when you're paying for it right now.
Yeah,
And
I agree.
it's just
It's
Can I say,
a lot of
can I
issues
say one more
with
thing
this,
about
with
PCS
this
real quick?
release.
Well, one more thing, because I don't want people to think like I'm a PCS hater. Every show we always talk about what's your
Of
favorite
course not.
section
You have
company.
PCS.
No. What you know, people say like the person's a hater of PCS. Every show, like I'm talking about like multiple shows, they always ask what's your favorite section company. I always said Prime was my number one, but PCS is my second one because those are the things I buy. That's always my favorite section company because I buy those things. I support what I like. You know what I'm saying? So when I say like if it's right, I'm only speaking facts. Like because I have 3 of these statues here right now, and then I've seen 2 of them. What my boy Silva has, and we always video chat, and I've physically seen it. So like I'm like yeah, like that. Like I said, the shredder base is probably 10 pounds. The sword feels heavier than that base in my opinion. I know I'm strong, but not that strong. I could flip the base around like this, like a basketball. That's how light it is. So not saying like, oh, we don't know that's that. It don't look like 30. I mean, I don't see $3,500 then. If it's the same size as these turtles in Shredder, I wouldn't. Nah, hell no.
So
Now,
the regular one's gonna be 3,900, I guess.
No, that's the MSRP.
Yeah.
this
So Sideshow is 39.
This is a discounted price.
Yeah, the 3,400 is the
Yeah.
discount.
So Sideshow right now,
Uh,
tax is 4,300.
But that's only lasting for how long, right? It's got
2
a
weeks to a
month.
month. 2 weeks to a month.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I would never pay that much for that. I can't even lie. I mean, because of the size, I'll say it's worth at least $2K. Yeah, but the detail is it looks just like a huge toy. You know, as far as the pose, it's menacing. You know, it has the presence as far as the size, but I wish they would do a more dynamic paint job on there and just make it look a lot more realistic. And
Yeah, because I think if you got a better paint job, it would feel more.
yeah, I think it's all the paint job that's doing it to that piece.
It's funny
right
that
now.
you say that, Jarhead, right? Like, if they promise you a better quality paint job later, would you then do it, or would you want to do it? Would you want them to do it before?
Like I would want to see it before, just to make
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, exactly.
Like I don't want to blind PO something. Oh, I'm gonna do this later, but I want to see what you're gonna do.
Let me ask you guys something. Is it the color scheme they chose, or is it the quality of the paint that you don't like? Because you keep saying the paint. If the paint was better,
Well,
what do you
here's
mean
the
by
thing.
better? Like
The
different,
Constructicons,
or it's not done well.
The Constructicons are, construction equipment. How I work outside and I work on like kind of like construction stuff. All the equipment that we use isn't pretty. It's got scratches, it's got dings, it's got rust. You
Wear
wouldn't
and
see.
tear.
You wouldn't.
It's
you wouldn't
very
see that.
flat. It's just flat colors. There's no shading or like transition from the shade of a color to another shade. It's just a flat green, a flat purple. Like it just doesn't do well for the eye as far as when you're telling somebody that you got to pay $3,500.
Fair enough. I was just clarifying what you guys meant by a better paint job. Fair enough.
For me, it's like 2 different things. Paint job being like the colors, like there's no tone in like the steel. Like you can't see different tones of
You want to see
gray
some
or-
patina.
Yeah, and then quality being like different types. Like it makes me believe it's different material by like either them painting a different gloss or different matte. The quality is not there. Like I'm not seeing it at least.
But again, maybe that's what Ant was going for, because he's
I share
he
something,
likes
go
plastic,
ahead.
he likes source material. Maybe
Oh,
that's
yeah.
I'm not saying it translates.
3,500 right
Maybe
now.
that's what he's going for.
Yeah, I see that. I can see what you're saying. Yeah.
You see that the main difference between this one, the Imaginarium Arts one, and PCS is just the level of shading, and it's not even a lot more, to be honest. Like it's not an extreme
Dirt and
level.
rust. That's
Yeah.
when I think of construction vehicles. That's what I think of.
See, and
Yeah,
I'm the opposite, Jarhead. I don't want to see rust on this, because if he's going to be rusty, every Transformer is going to be rusty, because they're all made of the same Transformer metal, whatever. The hell
Like, but
they're
this
made of.
one's different though.
I don't want to see my Transformer covered in rust.
I feel
I'm
like
not
this is-
saying I want to see them as clean as this, but I don't
This
want to
is-
see them covered in rust.
I feel like they
Battle
would be
damage,
PS,
yes, but not rust.
I feel
But
like
this
we
is
would
more-
put PS5 to PS2 right now.
Well, what this is you look like we talked about it last night. You look at the windows and that they're all purple instead of like being able to see in. It's got more of a G1 feel
Mhm.
than a modernized feel when it comes to stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I think that's by design, and that's why the
Yeah.
people that are buying this are buying it because they look at the purpled out windows and windshields and they're like, this is G1 Devastator. I'm not saying I'm for that or against
Yeah.
that, but that's what the people buying this is buying it for, is for that classic look, and that's
It's
what
like a
Ant was
G1
going for.
tune accuracy.
When I asked Ant, I said, so are you doing it? Because we've been talking about this Devastator before he started it. I'm like, are you doing it more of a like a modernized version like XM? And he goes, I don't like to think of it as modernized. I like to think of it as organic, is what he told me.
He should have said no, because this is nothing like XM. Like he should just.
But it is modernized, though. It is more modernized than the source material.
Yeah,
So
the
would you
source
say
material is
it's
blocked.
Not as modernized as
the
XM.
3D world, yes. You know, I think just a certain level of. I mean, it could definitely have been a lot more flat, like they do those cell shaded Transformers. But like you see everything in the chest plate here, which looks like I guess a jet or something. But the portrait to me is, I feel like if they were to make an exception, this is where they should have made the exception as far as making it a little bit more detailed. Because I feel like the portrait is the worst offender in this whole, toyish look. I'm not trying to bash it. It does look good. Like
That's your opinion, man. You're not bashing.
It's
Pull
just-
that up too. I think he should separate the color as well. But let's say, Shane, since you've been in this game way longer than me, right? So if a statue like this came out with PO today, you think if all the companies you've seen done this custom, doesn't matter what, if they could be done by September with the much load that PCS put out right now, they have more POs than any company that I know of right now.
Yeah.
Like just back to back.
agree.
So then
this picture like at least gives you some dynamic.
I really like this picture, actually. Right
Yeah,
here.
because the light is creating shades within the colors
Exactly.
of the statue. The light alone makes it look that much better just because it's not flat anymore. There's different shades, there's highlights, even the portrait looks completely different. So it's like
That's the
just to
other
show
thing
you
you
that a little bit of like,
I think the statue is still going to look impressive in anybody's collection.
Yeah,
It's
absolutely.
just massive. It's just
This thing's almost 4 feet tall.
the only thing is if you have the XM pieces with next to this, it's kind of gonna throw it off.
I think it'll still fit though, but
This would definitely tower them though. That's the only thing.
I think
It looks
I think
like
a color like
supposed
this
to,
though, like the picture I just shared, I think this would make it more like, to me, I like the robotics, the grays and the greens is separated. Like the picture I shared right now on the screen, share my screen. Like how it's separated and stuff like that. I like something like that. Give me some rust too, because that's what their construction. They ain't
G1. Would you still consider that G1, Shane? Yeah, I'm not a big Transformers fan, so I don't
so.
want.
This is G1, but it's a more modernized take on a G1. And personally, I love it. I think I'm the one who sent you this picture, Vision? I think
you said that. I lost it.
See, this is something that XM would do. I think the XM would do this.
XM would be more modernized than
Yeah,
this.
way more.
This is too source material for XM. They would overly modernize everything. And that's like, I own XM Transformers and I love them, but some of them are overly modernized. Like their Soundwave, to me, it's just way too much. Like they took too many liberties with Soundwave. Overall, it looks great, but it's too far away from the source material for me. And I'm a diehard G1 fan.
I could completely see what you're saying though.
To answer the
with
question,
the
Shane,
G1
the one I
stuff.
asked about the him in 7 months, he gonna have his done without knowing none of the facts and the pricing and stuff like that. Because I'm hearing everybody saying that that's too fast. That's too fast. You at least need 10 months. You need to leave or 10 months or a year or whatever. And this is massive. So, but then again, though, he has at least 20 other POs that's not even coming out yet. That should be out then. If this can be out so fast. So my thing is that I call it bullshit. Then he knew a price. He's playing games now.
To be fair, that's your opinion and speculation. And you could be right, Vision. I'm not saying you're wrong. Let's get that straight. or as Rashid would say, let's not get it twisted. I'm not calling you a liar. I'm not saying you're mistaken. I'm not saying you're wrong. Maybe you're absolutely right. All I'm saying is you're making big accusations without knowing.
And that's how I feel too. It's just like, just don't put yourself in a position to look like that because you don't really know the facts, you know. So it's like,
yeah, again, though, like everybody here is saying, well, again, you cannot get this really done in 7 months, right? That's what everybody's saying, though. That means
no one's saying that. I agree that 7 months is ridiculously quick, but maybe he told the factories prioritize this piece over the others. Who knows? Maybe he did. Maybe he's using a second factory. Maybe I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe he is full of shit. I don't know. All I'm saying is I don't know, so I'm not going to say he's full of shit because I don't know.
Yeah, I understand.
And maybe he won't sell you any more turtles if you keep that up.
Hey, you know what's crazy? I do apologize, man. You know my bro. Like, I want to play more alcohol, but I ain't been drinking. I'm like, hey, I've been drinking. You know,
No, but yo, listen. Like, even though like that's the case, I still think that Ant opened up the door for himself to be criticized in that manner by just being that unnecessarily transparent with all his operations. Like, none of that was necessary. If he'd have just said, hey, the PO was opening on this day and just dropped it what the price was going to be, none of this would have happened. Like, I don't think, like, he's just too out there with all this information, like responding in detailed paragraphs about what's going on with him. And
do you think it's possible? Well, I see Ant like I see Jay. They're collectors who started a company. They're big fans. They're just one of us. And he knows what collectors want. We want transparency. We want to be kept in the loop. We want to know what's going on. And a lot of us want to know the behind the scenes stuff because this is a hobby we love. We spend tens of thousands of dollars on this bullshit. And we would like to know a little bit of the inside track, just like wrestling. I'm a huge wrestling fan. And when I read books or I watch documentaries and get some behind the scenes stuff, I like that just because it's one of my major focuses and hobbies and passions. So is it so bad that he's just assuming he's telling the truth, which anyone could be lying, but let's assume he's telling the truth. Is it so bad that he actually is transparent and tells us the stuff that's going on when we as collectors keep clamoring for that and on these shows saying, why can't they just be transparent? We want transparency. Just tell us what's going on. And now he does that and everyone's like, you're full of shit.
Yeah, but I think there's a difference when you're when you start to, you leave from becoming the employee to the manager and the manager to the general manager. And when you want transparency, you don't necessarily need the general manager doesn't necessarily need to do it, or the COO doesn't need to come out and say it. I mean, there's somebody that comes out and says it. I mean, you still need, if you're going to run a business, you're going to run a company, there still needs to be a way of doing it, in the manner of professionalism to where you don't necessarily need to, I don't want to say get down in the gutter with everybody, but yet you need to, what I'm saying, there's a way of doing it. And I totally agree. It's I understand that they're passionate. Obviously, that's what got them into it in the first place, right? You've got to be a fan of what you're doing. You got to be you got to love what you do, and there's a passion there. But yet at the same time, there becomes a sort of, when you get into the business aspect of it, there needs to be some sort of separation and maturation of who you are and what to do.
And to an extent, I agree with you. But a company like PCS, I almost said small. I have no idea how many employees they have. I would imagine PCS doesn't have a crap load of employees. So for him not to hire someone to be a PR person, I'm not saying he should or shouldn't. I'm just saying for him not to, and him to go, hey, I'm one of the guys, I'm one of the collectors, I'm just going to let them know what's going on. I don't necessarily think there's anything wrong with that. Again, do I think some of it like, wow, okay.
But then you go in, then you go into spreading all how your management style is and everything else. Just like I said, I'm one of the guys, I'm one of the collectors. I let them know what's going on, and that's it. Leave it there. Just say, hey, here's what's happening. Less is more sometimes.
And that's what I agree with. I think Ant is just taking it to an extreme. Like, he's like, everything exists, optimally in a balance. Like, I'm not saying don't say anything at all. I'm not saying spill every single detail about what's going on like Ant has been doing. Just find the middle ground where, you're satisfying the collector and, giving them some insight as to what's going on with the production of their statue and the timeline of it. but you're not given specific details as far as, you know, the operations you're running and the hurdles you're facing and all of those things. Like, you know, you gotta give some, but keep a little. Like, you know, you gotta just find that perfect spot. And I feel like he just went past that. So, you know, even Jay from LBS, I feel like, you know, he's a people pleaser. He likes to tell everybody that they can get what they want.
And I'm gonna be honest. Me as a consumer, I really don't care. I don't give a shit. I mean, that's your company, that's your business. You run it how you want to run it. Let me see your product. I'm gonna let my wallet decide what's gonna be good. I don't care about your lip or your negotiation tactics or any of that. I'm gonna let my wallet speak for itself.
So let me ask
you what we have.
You're going to let your wallet speak for it, and you don't care about these updates, and that's fair. Honestly,
I didn't say that. I don't need to know how you negotiate with the.
I mean, behind the scenes. That's what I mean. When I said update, I meant this one.
Exactly. I need to know the information that's pertinent to me. I don't need to know what's pertinent to you and how you run your business.
Honestly, Matt, I agree with you. I don't necessarily need this shit either, but a lot of collectors have asked for this stuff. So the fact that he posted it, if you don't want it, and like me personally, I don't need it either. I just give me the price and I'll decide from there. But if he does put it out there, is it really that big of a deal that he's giving info that if we don't want, we could just ignore and move on because it's not pertinent to us?
It's the way
it out there. It kind of says you're sloppy, and you can't. The signal that sends is you're sloppy, and you're listening to every Joe Schmuck that's got their opinion, and you're trying to please everybody, and you're unorganized, and you just you're running around. That's what it looks like.
See, personally, for this, I don't see it that way. I see it that his PO was coming up. He did not have a price yet, which isn't good. I agree. And then he put out there why he doesn't have the price yet because he wasn't happy. Again, whether he's telling the truth or not is not up for debate because no one here could prove otherwise or prove that he is or isn't. So that's non-negotiable. But what I'm saying is he put the info out there to tell people why the price wasn't there. I don't see that being as a bad thing. At the end of the day, I don't care. I don't need that information. I don't give a shit about any of that personally.
Right.
But I don't see it as a bad thing.
Oh, but do I want to hear about how, you know, the negotiation of the barrels and this and that and everything else about the ball?
But then don't read the post. Don't read the post if it doesn't matter to you, because it matters to a lot of other people that do want to know that stuff. So then just don't read it. Skip by it and go, yeah, I don't give a shit about that. I'll care when I get an actual price.
Yeah, that's exactly what I did.
You know,
exactly same here. You know, well, actually, I didn't because I'm on these shows and I have to know about this stuff. But otherwise, I would have. And not the Devastator because I was actually interested in getting this piece, but it's way too big to fit in my collection. So,
do you think though that he maybe planned this whole thing like this? You know, how the saying
Vision does.
No, I'm saying,
and John obviously does.
No. You ever heard that saying? You know, even like with bad press is good press.
No.
If he did that, I think that's lame because it's like, let your art speak for itself. Why do you have to?
Yeah, that would be lame.
Every show out there is talking about this right now.
Well, I know absolutely. If his goal was to manipulate the community, then I think that's a sucker move. You know, whether it's successful or not. You know, it's just like why do you resort to such tactics to get people to talk about your product? Like, your product should speak for itself. I'm not saying I don't know whether he did or not. Like, I mean, hopefully he didn't. You know, I don't think from what I know of Ant, which I don't know him personally, but just through this community and collecting, he doesn't seem like the person that would do something that's just petty. You know, so it's just like I don't know. Well, if it's possible, though, that would be crazy. That's a crazy, you know.
And if that was ever found out that he did do this just for a sales tactic, like Vision says, then I'd be the first to say, man, come on, get the fuck out of here. Don't you have better shit to do?
Exactly.
But you don't know that. So to say that is, you know.
But again, at least I told him straight out in front of him. I didn't go like behind like messengers.
No one's saying you're a pussy. We're just saying, I'm just saying they're jumping the gun.
It seemed like this. So I don't know. I'm just seeing how I would do it.
Bro, it's all good. It's all good. We just giving you our perspective on it. Like, you know, and I agree with it too. So it's like,
and at the end of the day, no one's saying anyone here is right, anyone is wrong. It's our opinion, and no one knows the truth but Ant and the Factory.
Yeah.
All right, let's get on to the next topic.
Yeah, this shit isn't even a custom.
Let's get on to the next topic. All right.
Till someone does a custom Devastator. Let's move on.
I thought he was switched to XM. I was like, God damn.
What we got going on? Is it LBS.
Did you guys see this with the Prime 1?
Oh,
Exactly, John.
Yes.
The ES went up to 400. I don't know what it was beforehand, but they raised it, I guess.
Can you make that bigger?
I know, man. I'm like,
man, I can't read this.
I think it was
Thank you.
300.
I was like, I don't know how you fuckers are reading this, but
I know, right?
can't read this at all.
I had to blow my screen up.
Oh yeah, I guess I could have done. Yeah, that would have helped.
1989 Batman.
No,
Yeah.
Batman. Who gives a shit about Batman?
Well,
I'm just
some people
Just joking, John. Easy. I can't wait till
1989.
I can't wait till PCS makes the best Batman that's ever existed. And
And I'm
John,
gonna buy that
torn
motherfucker.
between,
I'm gonna say it
should
straight
I
up.
buy
Hey,
this from Ant or do I say fuck the best Batman that's ever been made?
I'm gonna buy it from Ant though because, like I said, they still my man. He just just the price. I don't give a shit about the Devastator. There's a price that.
What do y'all think about them doing this to the edition size?
It depends on how he negotiates the quality.
I think it's a bad idea.
Oh wow! So it was
They can't get PCS alone, man.
on
It's
January
the-
18th. It was listed at 200 pieces, but now it's at 400.
So they doubled
That was a clinch. I want to buy it
Yo,
because it's limited.
I'm
Now
able to get
it's
some money back. The price better decrease.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
If they want to lower the ES,
Cancel my PO.
go back to PCS like Ant did from like 200 to 75. That's one thing, but you're going to double the ES.
Cancel my PO right then and there. The way
That-
you talk out against this is everybody just cancel their PO right then and there. Like, okay,
Yeah, that's-
unless the price
But
goes
honestly,
down.
with Prime 1, that doesn't surprise me. Raising the ES, putting out all the variants.
Oh, like you said,
That's
though, the
Prime
price
1.
didn't go down. The ES went up, and the price didn't go down, man. But this speculation.
That's what I'm saying. Like if they double the ES, like it's not even like it just went up. But you
I
got-
think that's dirty.
That's crazy. Like I would
Didn't they
cancel
do
my
this-
PO
A
immediately.
custom company saying, all right, we're making the ES 100 and everyone pays their money. And then they're like, hey, you know what? We got a lot of interest. We're making it 200, but keeping the same price.
Yeah,
There'd be an uproar. But because it's Prime 1 and because it's Batman, it's, everyone's
Yeah,
going to
but
buy
this
it.
goes back into the factory man came back and said, no, we're not going to do 4. We have to do a minimum of this. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
So
With Prime 1, it's been kind of tricky because their edition size is Green Lantern was an edition size of 20. Can you
The
believe that?
regular, right?
20?
Yeah, the regular.
Yep.
The
Wow.
exclusive was 200. That's
Okay. Yeah. I was going to say, I
I
thought it was in
don't even
the 200.
care about edition size, but just off principle,
Yeah.
you're talking about collectibles, and a lot of people do care about edition size, and that plays a factor into somebody making a decision to purchase.
And that's
But
why
you-
PCS went 75 with the ES. He even stated that. So this is not even no fake news. He said, "Well, yeah, everybody wants it." So that's why he dropped it 200. Because I asked the question, "Why you drop it then?" Well, because everybody wants collectibles. And even Silver said, "I wasn't going to buy it for 200 because he told Ant that if it's 200, I
Yeah,
can
we
wait."
gonna have a strictly PCS show from this point forward. Everything is PCS.
Well, I always want to make sure we already know that. But it's
All
fucked
right,
up.
now we're gonna get into LBS.
oh, that's
I
cool.
thought we were gonna
Yes,
look
it
at
is.
custom pictures.
Huh?
I know, right? I thought it was custom produced.
Hey,
Am I on the wrong show?
You came
hold
on-
on a second.
You came on the wrong day.
When you guys show customs, no one says anything, but I'm showing license stuff. Why can't I show
Well,
license stuff?
to be
It's the
fair,
name,
our
it's the name.
our show isn't called License Produced.
License. Yes, yes. It's the name.
Yeah, I'm
It's the
just fucking
name.
with you guys. I love everything.
There'll be some
Nah,
customs later. Calm down. I'm just.
I'd say a
there's just lot
third of my
news out there.
collection or 40% is custom, so I'm good either way.
Hey, you
I
want
go
to? I
both
mean,
ways.
people. Hey, John,
You know, you would
Hey,
think
Luke, don't get
I
blocked
gave
again.
it to you.
Oh,
Don't get blocked
this
again,
time it's
Luke.
gonna be on purpose.
Looks like I gotta go to sleep, man. What are you guys doing?
I'm like a She-Hulk fan. I go both ways.
Yeah.
You want to just You want to just show us some custom stuff now, and jump back later?
I guess. I mean, if you want to fold to the crowd.
I mean, it's up to you. It doesn't matter.
See, there you go, Giant. You go
Everybody's
both
got-
proud.
Keep going.
I'll skip through all
Oh,
these
never
things.
mind. You got a lot.
A lot of.
I was
Oh,
like,
man,
if
you
you
got
need
Hot Toys
custom
too?
pics, I could send
Oh,
you a
God.
bunch if you
Oh, there we
want.
go. There you go. Some custom stuff.
There we go. There's a Sosa custom.
That's morphing time.
I'm actually thinking about buying this.
Not
Really?
this one.
This is a custom.
It's
Yeah.
custom.
Okay. I know who got it. I know.
It was teased not long ago.
Who's thinking about buying this? Sorry.
Me.
Jarhead.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. How old are you, Jarhead?
I am.
Wow.
No, I'm asking legit. I'm not making fun or
I'm
anything.
42.
asking. See, it's interesting that you'll buy. Not that it's interesting that you're a Power Rangers fan, but usually guys like us, like the Gen Are you? Yeah, you're Gen X. Are you Gen X? No, I guess you'd be technically millennial. Okay, now it makes sense why you like Power Rangers over Voltron. Normally, Gen X is more Voltron.
I never said I like
Millennials is
Power
more
Rangers over
Power.
Voltron.
I thought you said you wanted to get this.
A lot of judging in
but
that
I like
voice.
Voltron. I like
Shane.
Voltron too. You didn't ask me if I like Voltron. I like Voltron.
You're right. You're right. You could like.
I even
both.
like the other one with the cars. What was the other one with the cars that combined?
Dude, I love them. That's
Ghost Speed Racer.
What the Ghost Speed Racer?
Yeah, they
Speed
killing
Racer.
it.
Wow, that's a really old one now.
Damn, dude, why you gotta go there?
They
Now
don't
Now
have
you're getting
some,
into like
cars.
critical mass territory, like old ODB territory.
Is this
with
a quarter
Speed Racer.
scale? Oh,
Yeah, it's
That's
cool.
nice. This Sosa Punisher looks great.
Yeah, I love the head sculpt on the statue.
Oh, isn't that perfect?
I love it.
Like when I see this, I think, well, not that, but I think Punisher War Journal when I
You don't
see
like
that.
this?
Yeah.
You don't like this one either?
Yeah,
No,
I don't
Yeah.
like-
yeah, but I don't think Punisher War Journal when I see that. It's the other one with the bandana.
Yeah.
Like classic
Yeah,
Jim
that
Lee
one.
era.
is this the one where like they're museum pose and has like circle base?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I love these.
I love this, but like typical Sosa, it's a little overdone with the muscles. But
Oh, yeah.
honestly,
If
I
you're
still
buying
love
a
it.
Sosa piece, though, you have to be. You have to know
100%.
that.
Exactly.
I love this base.
You know what you're getting with the Sosa.
I love
Yeah.
this base.
Dan Duke Fleed painted this one. This recent one that was posted. He's a dope painter.
I love Punisher too. I would definitely pick this up if I could.
That's a nice Punisher.
Yeah.
Is this the same guy that made the Storm recently? Like she has the white suit and she's like
He's
her
done a
hair's
lot
going.
of stuff.
No, that wasn't him.
Oh, somebody
Mm.
else.
Yeah.
Is that a toaster?
Terry
The
says
toast-
he feels
the toaster's
bad
not included.
bad, Terry.
Wait, is this quarter scale?
Yeah, it's course go.
Yeah, this is a beautiful piece. With the way the base is and the simple, it reminds me of the old Punisher. I think it was the 1/5, or was it no, it wasn't Sideshow. I'm sorry, it was Vision, and not you Vision, but it wasn't it a Vision Punisher back in the day, but it was 1/5, and he was standing on a base like that, really
I don't know.
jacked.
The
guys
paint
got-
on this too is amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Man,
fantastic.
he's a really talented painter.
Like I got the Iron Studio Punisher, but I really like this.
Yeah, this is
Dude, the
probably
Iron
one of my
Studio
favorite
Punisher's a nice
Punishers.
one also.
Yeah, it's fantastic, and honestly, it's like I got it for half the price I could get this for.
I love this. If I get my hands
But
on
this
I'm
looks
gonna-
so
I'm
good.
gonna buy it.
Yeah, this is a
I
dope
would
piece.
like to go back to that last picture, right there. Punisher War Journal, right here. Like that's the cover of one of the comics, right there.
That
Perfect.
portion looks awesome.
I like that
love the
scar on his
scratches.
face.
Yeah, the scars.
So
yeah.
good. Man, Sosa
Get-
does some really good work sometimes.
You
Really
get the
good.
gritty look of him.
Yeah, that looks nice. Dude. I kind of changed my mind about wanting him just now.
Now this I don't care for too much.
Me either. I don't care for it at all.
Went back down.
I think
I
I
love
think
Venom.
Mr.
like
Nice Guy
Venom
loves this
Queen.
one, right? Don't you?
Oh, really? My
Yeah,
bad.
I'm
This is
messing around.
beautiful.
He hates it too.
There's just so many Venom that they just you have to do something really extraordinary right now for me to be in.
I think that's the new thing is putting wings on Venom. That's like the new.
Well, this is a part of the
It is.
storyline. Part of the
Yeah.
King in Black.
Yeah, I
storyline.
know. Everybody's doing it now.
Yeah,
Everybody's putting wings on him.
Oh, that
those
looks like
wings
the
too.
LBS one, kind of.
A little bit the stance.
Yeah.
yeah, a little bit more
Yeah,
spread eagle.
I don't care for this one.
Nah.
Do you guys know who this
Blue
is?
Marvel.
Blue Marvel.
Ooh, I like that. base.
That's another popular character getting made right now. There's like 3 companies making a Blue Marvel.
This
Yeah,
one's
this
nice.
guy.
I like the other one better,
Yeah, I
but
do
this
too.
one's really nice too.
The one where he's hunched over, right?
I can't lie, I'm not a fan of this one. But the guy who had this, he had a commission. Like this is just a one of one, I believe. Pretty
Yeah.
sure just himself. He paints and he's gonna paint it. It came as a kit. I think these are renders. But I'm not a big fan of it. You know, Blue Marvel looks a little bit old and tired and ready to give up. You know.
I like the other group that's doing it better.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, me
I mean,
too.
That's.
Um,
I mean,
This one
that's the
kind of
first Blue
he's
Marvel.
sitting on a toilet too, kind of.
Yeah. This looks anime.
I figured Buck would love this.
I like the wolf.
Is this red Sonja?
Stylized,
Yeah, it's
it's a
Red Sonja.
stylized look, but I think it's well done.
Is this a render? Oh, never mind.
Yeah, I
render,
think it's a
right?
render.
Yeah.
That's a render for sure. Look at the cape.
Yeah, I see a few issues, but it's a render, so you know they make
The problem is we have so many good Red Sonjas right now. That's the
Yeah.
problem. I mean,
Jeez.
Zooming on details.
Danny, look away. You're too innocent for this.
Are you counting the links?
You're too precious.
You're too sweet.
You're too pure, Danny Lee. Look away.
I want to look.
I want to look.
What do you think about this?
She's 15.
Mid.
I like the hyena more than anything.
I bet
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, I was gonna say, but yeah.
Danny's like, I've never wanted to be a hyena more in my life. Again,
The
there's
portrait-
so many good Harley Quinns out there that if you go
Yeah,
do one,
exactly.
make sure you do it really good.
Yeah.
The portrait does this very
This definitely doesn't stand out at all.
at all.
I don't know. I mean, that's not my Harley.
No, this.
This looks
This looks pretty sick.
I saw this painted. This looks badass, but the paint job wasn't the best. But I love the sculpt on this thing.
I love this sculpt. I love it.
And it,
Right.
is that four?
Yeah, it's quarter
Sculpt is
scale.
good. It's good.
I think it's a 6 scale. I think actually,
You could get
Yeah,
both.
but you can get both.
I'm
Jarhead
not a
and
big
Dwayne,
fan of the pose, but the sculpt is amazing.
Yeah.
what apocalypse do you guys have? Jarhead and Dwayne? In
I don't
your
have.
X-Men
I don't have
set?
one yet.
You don't
I got
have an
X-Men.
apocalypse.
Nope.
That's your favorite?
There's one that there's a custom group making one.
Yeah.
That's supposed to be pretty good from what I'm gathering. So I'm probably
It's
gonna.
gonna be a while though. They just pretty much started.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. because
It's got a
it's-
storytelling base on it too. So I'm looking forward to checking it out.
I have the XM Apocalypse, but you know the pose, of course, is not the best. You know, I deal with it because of how detailed it is, but I am kind of looking for another Apocalypse to kind of be that definitive one for me.
Is
I
it
got
me,
the-
but on this piece that should his head be a little bit bigger? I mean, his feet are bigger than his head.
I think it's because his neck piece is so big
Yeah,
it makes
his
the head
collar.
look small. The collar?
Yeah.
I think that's what it is. I think it's a perspective thing. Maybe not. Maybe the head
I don't
is
know.
small, but I think
mean,
that's what it
It
is.
does look a little bit tiny.
Look at his feet compared to his head. I mean,
So-
He's just got big boots too.
So this custom company has come a long way in a short amount of time. They you there's like a printed you print these up and they and every time I
STL
see
files?
one, it's gotten better
Yeah.
and better.
Yeah, they,
better.
yeah,
Yep, I agree.
your company.
Luke is asking where's the cables connected from his arms to his back. Not every version of Apocalypse has those
Oh,
tubes
yeah.
or cables.
No.
The one now, the Krakoa version doesn't have that either. I think that's what this is based off of, actually.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think so.
I think so too.
So,
I got that custom Apocalypse from Mark Kingpin back in the day where he's sitting in the throne. That's personally
Okay.
my favorite Apocalypse, but I really like this one.
Honestly, I haven't seen Apocalypse yet that I want to pick up.
Fair enough.
So
I
that's why
didn't
don't have
either until I saw that custom one, and something about it, I just love it. I
he's
love it.
another character that I feel is kind of underrepresented as far as his popularity in
100%.
comics and shows goes. Like I feel like there should be a lot more Apocalypse quarter scale statues, you know, at least. So,
I think
but-
XM killed it with their Apocalypse, but the
Yeah,
pose
absolutely.
for me, the pose is what killed it. But I think the
Yeah.
statue itself is fantastic.
like if
But
a
I feel
custom
like
company
there's
made
a lot
this,
more-
I would pick it up. If a company made this, I would definitely pick this up.
Yeah, it looks great.
People are starting to get this in hand right now.
Did you
Heyo.
get this?
You know
No,
what's fun?
I didn't get it. There's some still available too. If anybody's interested, hit me
I
up.
like this.
This looks good, but it's just funny that people are starting to get this in hand as a new one actually just went up for PO that I feel is far superior.
I think I've
Is
seen
this
it.
I think I saw that one. Do you have pictures?
Yeah, I got pictures of those.
The new
Is this
one's
one of the
tall.
statues where you could get an upper torso and her tits are hanging out, or is this a normal
No.
statue?
No, this is a
This guy-
normal.
Normal.
This group,
Okay,
No,
so it's
this
not the
group-
critical
keeps
mass.
it classy, man. This group
The
keeps it
critical
classy.
mass. That's great.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not an ODB statue. Gotcha.
Yeah.
This group keeps it classy.
Okay.
Going forward, that's what we call it. Shane. ODB statue.
ODB. It's the
So-
ODB exclusive.
So a little while ago, they had came out with that bust with the like half like face was ripped
Oh,
off.
that looks fantastic.
They're doing a switch out now
Yeah.
for this, which
Oh.
Oh, Jarhead,
Just
what did you
because I was
decide to do?
with that one.
Yeah, with this one, did you get the switch out?
I don't think I'm going to because I don't think I would ever switch it off of that other one, which is I got pictures of it. This
Oh,
I don't
that
think I would ever
statue
switch it off. Like I just
looks so good.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous how good that looks.
Let's get one of each.
I think the fully masked one, I think it's a little off. Like the area under his
Can you
eyes,
zoom in?
bones, for some reason I feel like are too inflated. But I feel like it works perfectly with the damaged version. But I feel like the fully masked one just his eyes, the area under his eyes, just
that to me that's just sick. I don't think I would ever change it out.
that's perfect. For some reason, it works perfectly with the damaged one, but the other one
agree.
is a little off.
How much is the swap out? Like, is it gonna be like another extra $1,000?
I didn't talk to him about it because I didn't want to bother him with it because
Yeah.
but because I wasn't gonna get it anyways. But I'm not sure. I don't think it's gonna be another $1,000 because this actually wasn't that expensive, believe it or not.
I like
Under
that.
the eyes and the mouth look off to me.
Yeah, I see. Yeah.
Like that doesn't look like he's snarling. It looks like he smelt something bad. It just I don't know.
It's Nightcrawler.
I mean, it might look better, when it's
It looks
painted.
way-
This is-
because it was designed to be the damaged one, so it looks way better with the damaged one with his face coming off like that. Just hurt him. But when it's like it feels like they just filled in the pieces for a fully masked one, and it doesn't actually fit.
I do want to see it painted because this is just a render right now. It might come out better when it's painted.
That's true.
So
The last time I've seen a Wolverine bust look that bad was Sideshow's one where it looked really weird. But the damage looks fantastic. That's money right there.
That's
Money.
amazing.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
I don't know if you guys have seen this yet, because you know how XM has one coming out. This is a custom by the same
one's
group that
better.
did the Wolverine. It's 10 times better.
I had this on PO, and then I let go of the PO. The commissioner let me transfer over the NRD to another piece. I decided, but this is an amazing looking piece.
Yeah,
Is that
I like
a frost giant for a head?
what's
The
that?
base? Is that
Yes.
a frost giant?
Frost Giant? Yeah.
Really nice. I like that.
Ralphie?
I'm not a fan of Lady Thor. I'm not a fan of making any of these characters female or any female characters male, whatever.
Well,
But
it's not the fact that they
like
made
the
her.
face. I like the frost giant head.
She's a different character than Thor. They didn't make
I know she is. I know. I'm just.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. It was made to appease the females, and that's fine. Whatever. It is what it is. And I know she's a different character. It's all good, but it's not my thing.
Yeah.
Thor is my Thor.
What I really like about this statue is the hair. I really like. I
Yeah,
love
me too.
the hair all over the place. It's just
It looks great.
Like
That
they
looks
designed
so
it really
good right
well.
there.
And then coming out the Frost Giant as well. The color on the Frost Giant, really icy blue. It's just that head isn't big enough for her to be bursting out of like that. So it kind of doesn't make sense that, I don't know. It's kind of
I don't think she's bursting out of it. I just think she's like flying over it.
flying over it.
Do you
Okay.
guys-
Yeah,
Do
definitely.
you guys like it when they do the hammer spin like that?
Yeah.
For certain pieces, for this one, it's cool. I like it.
Yeah,
kinda
it's
don't
got to
like it
fit
for
the
some reason.
piece. Like I got the OG XM Thor. That's still my favorite Thor, and I
That
love it.
works for that one too.
Hammer.
That one's amazing.
Yeah.
The first one I had was the Bowen spinning hammer Thor, and that was my favorite Thor statue ever.
I
made.
love the armor on this piece though.
Yeah, look at the
It's
patina on
detailed.
that.
Yeah, it really looks weathered. Like she's been in battle. The dings
Yeah, it looked
and
really good.
This to me, this is better than XM's.
It
I like
definitely
the
is.
stylized face too.
And it was announced before XM's too.
But that hair, geez, I just hope nothing snaps.
Yeah, that's gonna be a tough one.
Now
I
we
thought this
talking.
Batman was pretty dope.
Now we talking.
Cape is amazing.
Like the detail and everything, the glasses.
Yeah, it's pretty dope over. Yeah, it is dope. The stitching and the mask. Yeah, that is. I don't like the
It's different.
theme.
It's a different take on
That's
Batman.
a
It's
lot
cool.
The steampunk.
cool detail. It's like a
Saying steampunk
steampunk
stuff.
slash
This is like
Gotham by
Gotham by
Gaslight.
Gaslight, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's what
Gaslight.
this is. Yeah.
kind of has that feel.
Those eyes, dude. They look
Yeah,
good.
that's nice.
Damn, he look menacing, like ready. Okay.
See, I look at this and I'm like, the detail looks good. The cape looks, the flow of his
Cape is great.
fantastic. But for me, when I see this, I'm like, another Batman. Just like when I see another Magneto or another Venom.
Well, at least this is different. Like
You're right, it's different. But
Cape.
there's been a few Gotham by Gaslight statues lately. There's been a
Yeah.
couple anyway.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
to
think
me,
so.
this is the
But the
best
pose,
one.
the pose and the cape, like I like that. I like that
This
look.
is by far the best Gotham by Gaslight.
You didn't like the sideshow?
Yeah, it's way better.
Yeah,
Well,
I think
that
it's
cape alone
That's
just killed it. That cape
Yeah.
is fantastic.
Look at the detail, like the different paint and like
Mhm.
even on the boots.
Yeah, I was about to say the buckles and
Yeah,
straps.
the wear in the
Like you
front.
even have the stitching. Look at the stitching on the straps.
And look at the texture on his knees.
that's what I was saying. Customs have come a long way. Like
Say the word
And,
again.
and this is a render though, right? It's not an actual prototype though.
no, it
It looks like a
it's-
render. I think it's a
render.
render.
I'm not sure.
One thing I don't like about it is I don't, and maybe it's done on purpose. I don't like the question mark looking clouds on the base. I just think they look
Steam. I
kind
think
of
it's
cheap.
Steam or whatever.
I think they
Yeah,
look kind
I
of cheap.
mean,
I don't
marks
think they're
is-
necessary.
Yeah, that is unnecessary.
Like to me, that doesn't look good.
Or even if you have those painted like a darker gray, like smoke,
Maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that
maybe
that would
blended more.
blend a lot better.
You guys,
Yeah,
you
I
guys think
agree.
this is a render?
saturated.
Yeah, it's a
You know
render.
what? Now that I see that, now it
Yeah, that
It's
that
a
picture may
hard
look like a
tell
prototype.
nowadays, man. It's almost impossible to tell.
I can't tell.
It's crazy.
That's a render. That's crazy. I didn't.
There's been a few where I'm like, this has to be, it has to be a prototype.
Jose
but I
says it's a
contact the
render.
commissioner, and it's not.
He said it's a render.
Got you. It's just a lot of detail for a render, you know.
It is
Yeah.
a lot of detail for a render. Yeah.
That is great. Yeah, that looks amazing.
Oh,
Wait,
this
is
is
that
a
real or
guy
render?
that's selling this custom in our group. He asked permission to basically sell in our group, basically. So it looks pretty cool.
Yeah, I
Armor.
mean, if you want a classic Luke Cage, this is it. It looks pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I like this portrait a lot.
The
I think it's the
70s.
coolest Luke Cage to date.
Yeah, there's haven't been any.
I
I
agree.
actually kind of like this statue.
Yeah.
Does he always have the chains on?
No,
Mm,
not in the newer stuff.
Mm,
This
I
is his
kinda-
costume back in like the 70s or 80s.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, who
I
are they
think this
teasing behind?
Face looks good.
Oh, that's
Iron
Jessica
Fist
Jones.
huh?
or the girl.
Jessica
From the
Jones.
from the show.
Or, Jessica Jones.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is a nice piece. And it looks like it would be a good companion with that Jessica Jones.
Mhm.
I think it'll blend in good with XM.
The Iron Fist.
Yeah.
You got pictures, right? D3.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
Okay, go back to the license stuff. No kidding.
I got a question for you, Dwayne. What does the XSC stand for by your name, by D3?
Oh, I was just trying out something new, man. I just wanted to take my name out of there. But X-Men Statue Collector. So it's a play on Art's name, Art Statue Collector, and Batman Statue Collector's name. So I was like XSC, X-Men Statue Collector.
So you're trying to take over X-Men exclusive, basically.
Yeah, I get. Oh, wait. Oh, X-Men exclusive. Nah, he's like the big homie. He's like, inspiration.
He's awesome, isn't he? And
yeah, he's
isn't he?
cool.
He's such a good guy, man. Such a
Um,
great guy. Good.
I'm on
He's
his
the
heels,
type
bro.
of guy we need more of him in the community. X. We need
Yeah.
more. Of
Very
Absolutely.
cool down the roof.
All right, here we go.
Huh.
Ooh, Havoc.
Oh,
What's
that
this?
Havoc. Nice.
Wow, it's pretty. So how much these statues usually go for? Like 1,000, 115, like that range for order?
Between
It really
12
depends.
and 15.
Yeah.
I would say I
Is
would
this-
go down even to 900. A lot of my POs right now.
I was gonna say in
Nine.
between 9 and 1,300 is what I find.
That's not bad. But I feel like you get more variety, and then it's like it doesn't look the same. Like, it looks cool.
Yeah.
Is this the same group that did the modern version?
So this actually isn't a group.
Oh,
This is
so
an individual
that's-
collective who had this commission.
That base
So
is
this
cool.
is-
There's a couple of people getting in on this.
Yeah, this is because he wasn't sure what he was going to do with it. He originally just made it for himself, but of course he's seen the interest in the market, and
Money
but
talks.
that's really dope Havoc, man. This is
That's my
Did
that's
you-
my Havoc right there. That's like
see
90.
you the full team. That'd be cool.
This Havoc is perfect.
perfect.
It doesn't take up
everybody
a lot of
can-
space for like a B list character, but it looks fantastic.
Yep.
I love that base, man. That base freaking they got his whole effect down.
His
Perfect.
powers, yeah, that looks
I
good.
agree. It's perfect.
Does it light up?
I don't know if it'll actually light up like that. This is just a
That
render.
was-
Well, is it? Yeah.
Do you
this
remember
is-
the modern Havoc that they showed like a few?
Yeah.
like
So
how-
I feel like there was some inspiration drawn from the powers on that modern.
Yeah,
Havoc.
that's why I
Oh,
thought it was
please.
the same group. It looks
No,
pretty.
no.
similar.
This is just an individual collector, and you never know. He might have told the artist, "Hey,
Yeah.
look at this Havoc," and since it's an individual collector, it's not like he was planning to produce it. So,
I always prefer this costume over that other one.
yeah, I like.
Well,
both of
I
them.
would prefer the original costume,
Mhm.
I like this one better.
but I
And
like
just
this
touching
one
on
too.
what
This
someone
has a
asked
special
if it-
place in my heart.
Someone asked, I think it was you, Casual, if it lights up. I don't know if it does, but considering it's a custom, it's a much better chance that it lights up than a license.
Yeah.
Wait, where's the box plugging
I
in?
think that's dope though. Or they could make that like a mirror, so if you shine in there, it could reflect the light.
Right?
That'd be
That
cool.
would be dope. All right, and
Oh wait, he even has like rocks and pebbles on the arm.
Yeah. Yep.
The one on his hand.
yeah, like he's making them float.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
if you zoom in on the bottom of the base that has two on the circles, there's rocks. on
Yeah,
the-
I saw that. I was looking to see where they plugged
Eric?
into. Like,
Are you guys able to zoom in on the pictures or no?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
oh, they're attached to the rings.
Is it me, or do you find the double straps on the top of the boots look a little out of place? Like they're a little too thick and hanging over the side of the boot, the
A
strap.
little bit.
Like on his right hand side, the right hand straps, they're kind of like overhanging the boot for some reason. I don't know why they're so thick on his right hand leg, right hand side.
Mhm. Yeah, I see what you're saying. I mean, it doesn't really bother me.
Like
if
it
you look
almost uses
to your
that-
left,
That
Yeah, right there.
swashbuckler. Like,
Yeah, right.
it's like hanging over so much. It seems like really thick for some reason.
It does. I don't know.
And
yeah.
I'm nitpicking right now. I'm
Yeah.
overall, I think the piece looks great. I'm just saying it. When I look at it, it seems a little big, a little thick.
His right foot looks like his left foot to me.
Yeah,
But
now that
you
you're
don't
saying it,
do
the
it.
way it is, yeah, I see that.
All right. D3, don't zoom in anymore.
Yeah, just pretend you can't zoom in.
yeah.
Don't listen to us. We're
I
going
mean, it does, right?
My bad, yeah. This Nightcrawler was recently revealed. This is Franco. Latest in the museum line. The X-Men museum line he's doing.
Is this Franco's third Nightcrawler or second? I know he's done at least one other one before.
There's that one that's on the church.
Cathedral? Yeah.
I only know two from him. This
I
one
think
and that one.
it's only two,
Okay,
right?
I think it's two, but I wasn't sure.
Yeah. But I think this is nice. I'm collecting this line. Not every piece in it, but I don't know. I'm kind of undecided on this one. It hasn't kind of captured me like previous
It's a
ones.
classic look. I actually
Yeah, I
like
like
the
the
one with
look,
the
but
beard.
it's
The
not-
bearded look looks nice.
I think
It's
I have
the
that one
base.
too.
Is the base going to fit in? And I don't mean this for
Oh,
you,
I like that one.
Dwayne. I just mean in general. when you look at this piece, Nightcrawler looks fantastic. Is the base going to fit in with the rest of your X-Men line?
Oh
Like,
yeah, I
if
have
everyone's got Danger Room or Sentinel, will this museum type base fit in?
absolutely. I have 3 other pieces from
There you
this
go.
line, and they all have the same base. You know, I got the Beast, I got the Cyclops, I got the Colossus, and I got the Wolverine on order.
I
So
like
it's
that.
all-
Colossus.
Huh?
I like the Colossus from them.
Yeah, so you know they'll all line up and look well together. I'm just not sure because they also have an Iceman and a Storm, which I don't like.
I don't care for the Iceman.
Is the Iceman where he's like arms down by the side?
Yes, that one.
Yeah.
It looks like he's got like 2 dildos under his
Yes,
arms.
that one.
Okay.
Wow,
Okay.
he's blasting off.
Yes.
I'm
With-
seeing
with-
that.
Yeah, that's what I meant, Danny.
He's done really the ice effect is done really well for him. I think it's the best I've
It is.
seen.
It is.
But I just don't like the pose. The pose.
Me
is
too. I
just-
don't like the pose either.
So
I do
You
like
got
the
more of like
vamp.
an Iron Man looking pose than a Iceman looking pose.
yeah,
The
it looks
vamp on
kinda
this one
feminine.
is cool.
But I'm not too keen on the pose for this Nightcrawler either. That's the only thing holding me back. It's like
So
I
you're
don't
not
know.
getting
I
this
know
one.
he's coming out of the vamp, but I don't know what he's doing. Like he looks like he's running and he's just kind of like frolicking in the field or something. Like I don't know. Like it's just
He looks a
Do
little.
you do you
a little
own
too
an
muscular.
ice or sorry, not ice? Do you own a Nightcrawler, Dwayne?
I don't.
You don't. What about Sideshow? You didn't like Sideshow?
I do like sideshows, but I was kind of actually waiting for this reveal
Because I actually love Sideshow Nightcrawler. That's what I have. And the other Franco is where he's jumping through the
desk.
church window, isn't it?
Stained glass.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. that's
Okay,
what it is.
and I love that Nightcrawler, but for what it costs now and compared to this Sideshow on the Sentinel hand, I take the Sideshow all day.
Dude,
But
that
this one
Sideshow one's a
really nice too.
Yeah, this is nice. I definitely like the scope. It's just that I don't know if I can reconcile like the pose. Like for me, it's just I'm not sure. Like
I
you
think
know,
It
it
almost
he's,
seems like it's
he's
kind of
stepping out of a Banff.
yeah, I
The
know.
way he's stepping out.
Yes,
It
I
doesn't,
see it.
it doesn't look like he just bamfed into there. It looks like he's just kind of like stepping to the side.
I think you're used to seeing Nightcrawler in a more acrobatic type thing.
That's exactly
Yeah.
it.
And that's
It's
because
probably
he's
captured
an
like
acrobat.
Nightcrawler.
So you're looking for that. For me, it's all he looks a little too juiced to me too. His striations are a little over muscular for Nightcrawler.
I feel like that's the thing on every statue nowadays, though. Striations are just out of control nowadays on so many statues.
Yeah, and
It's
so I think
straight line from the chest. It's crazy.
yeah, I like
So
the
many
sculpt and
statues-
everything, but the portrait.
So
looks
many
good.
statues nowadays are going to like a Sosa sculpt, just like
Yeah,
over
that's
the
actually a
muscular.
trend. Yeah.
Do you think
Everybody's yoked.
like his anatomy isn't like there, but isn't he supposed to be taller too, or is he supposed to be shorter?
Yeah,
Like, he's
he
supposed to
looks
be, like
he looks a little shorter and stocky than what he normally should look like. Is from what
This is like a render of the line.
Oh, that's
the lining.
cool.
So that's
I
the
do like
beast
that
line.
Gambit.
Yeah, I have the Gambit and the Wolverine on PO, and I have the Cyclops and Colossus with painters, and the Beast is of course, you know. But this is the Storm that I'm not too fond of. You
they
know,
could have done her better.
yeah,
So this is what you have right now. This is how it's gonna look. It's cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want I'm not sure about the Nightcrawler, and I don't want the Storm. So
See,
Okay,
I
well,
like this. I like this. This is what custom does best, man. They show you a whole line sometimes. It's like, yeah, I'm going for
Yeah,
this.
but then
Well,
this might not come out though, right? Like
No, they
Some-
normally complete their lines.
nah, they complete. This company's been around for a long time, and they're
and the
reliable.
good thing is, from these pictures, the renders, the actual product is way better. Like I know that.
Oh,
Beast
yeah,
is-
Oh
absolutely.
yeah.
Like I have the Beast, and it's it's
Yeah.
rendered with no justice.
I think I seen that Gambit too. That look way better.
Yeah, I think the Gambit might be the best one on the line.
The Gambit is the best one out of the line.
Yeah. And then there's also the
I see.
Iceman.
This is cool though. They do. I didn't know
I
they
don't
do
know.
stuff
I
like
think
that.
the Beast is really well done too.
Yeah, the Beast is great. I love the Beast. So
Like I thought Sosa's Beast was the best until I saw Franco's this museum one.
Doesn't Franco have another one too on a desk, or is that?
Yeah,
yeah, the
I saw
Beast
that
in the
one.
library.
So this Nightcrawler is not as buff as the one that's actually out, man. Huh? It's like it got shot up before the development or something.
Oh
Some steroids.
yeah, that's true. Yeah, it
He
definitely
looks more
looks.
skinnier. He looks more like he looks smaller. Like you know what I mean, before the steroids.
That's
He
right.
does, yeah. But, yeah. This is the Black Widow that was announced.
Yeah, this one looks good too.
And
Yeah,
boy,
I get the one with the red hair. That looks nice.
This is like a more of a realistic.
I like the right hair.
yeah.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
could zoom
'cause-
into this one.
because she would fight like that. That's more realistic.
Whew, look at that portrait, man. That portrait is seductive and
Yeah, that portrait. Yeah.
Yeah,
pose
portrait.
is
Nice. Yeah, that,
beautiful, man. This is
the holster too. Yeah.
Wait, what kind of gun is that?
I don't collect Avengers, but boy, this is a nice picture, man.
It's like
No,
a
I mean,
pictures.
Hey, send her a link. Send her a
Hey,
link.
he's ready to assemble.
Am I the only one who thinks the portrait looks kind of like she's dead,
Oh.
like a ghost? Like the portrait looks
I didn't see her face. My bad. Okay.
like she looks like a ghost, like Beetlejuice. Like it looks off.
I
don't know.
see it.
I'm not saying the
I
statue
think
looks
you're
bad,
the only
but
one.
the portrait looks a little off to me. It
Maybe,
doesn't.
maybe
when
she
I
knows
see
she's
this, I
gonna
don't
give her
see
life
Black
for the
Widow.
MCU.
I think we need to zoom in some more. Okay.
Then she also
Oh,
got
that's
this.
cool.
Boy, that fixed it.
That
Same-
looks
Oh yeah, that looks.
Put her hand down, please.
Swap out. Swap out.
And this is the base. The base is multi-level. Like you could display her in just this platform area with the stairs, and then there's also this sub base with like a gun
The rifle case.
Yeah, the rifle
Oh, yeah.
case.
How
Pretty
tall
tall.
is that statue? That looks pretty tall with that gun.
It is. It is very tall.
He's talking about making a different gun, so it's shorter.
65 centimeters.
65
really?
isn't too bad.
I didn't even look at that.
Dude,
That's
give her a Uzi.
25.5 inches.
I like that.
25, did you say?
25.5. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, I don't like for me. Go back.
Whoa,
to that.
what the?
Zoom in on the okay. First, okay. I know what I want you to zoom in on, but zoom in on the portrait for a sec. Like, doesn't she
Okay, let's
look
not have the
like
portrait.
kind of like dead, like almost like a corpse in a? I don't know. Like in a funeral home, like, doesn't she look dead?
Yeah,
she's
that's
looking at the
the
black
spider
widow.
right
Eyes
here.
look
Oh, I
dead.
didn't know
Like
that.
I feel like I'm looking at an XM statue with no emotion.
I think it's the shading around her eyes.
Oh, but that's the
Like
point,
she's not
right?
even looking
Orbital
at the
bones.
She's an
spider in her
assassin.
hand.
Yeah, but that's the point. She's an assassin. She has no emotion. She's cold. She's a cold
I-
killer.
Yeah,
But
I
if
think that's
she has
how
a
it looks.
black,
going
if she
for.
has a black widow crawling in her hand, wouldn't you think she's looking at it? What the fuck is she
She is,
looking at?
though.
She's looking at me.
What is it?
She's
It
not
looks
looking
like
at that spider. She's looking past that spider. Look at her right eye. She's looking past that spider.
Wait, almost like she might be just contemplating while just twirling with the spider.
Maybe. Who knows?
Maybe she's
Maybe she had a tough day.
thinking about lunch.
But yeah, this
Maybe
is a great
she's hot
statue.
and she's gonna-
I like this
Maybe
piece.
she's
The
going
only
to
thing,
unzip her chest a little bit more. Maybe she's hot.
yeah.
Like
I
look
don't
at
know.
look at that face. Doesn't she look like it almost looks like
I don't
she's a
know.
corpse. That face with the white. I don't
You
know.
had a night with me.
No, but that's
Talia.
I think that's but Shane, I think that's part of it.
Yeah, I think that's supposed to be.
She has no feeling, she has no emotion, she's a cold killer. It's just another day of business for her. She's looking at a Black Widow. I mean, it's
I
just
don't
kinda like-
mind. No, I see what you're saying, and I don't mind the no emotion. I just don't like how her face is more like not in that portrait, but the other one. The face is more white and pale compared to the body. It makes it look like it's a dead face. I don't know.
I think that
Well, that
might be
might
lighting.
I think that might be lighting.
Yeah, I
I
think
like
that's
this
Who
piece.
knows?
The only thing
Maybe it is.
the only thing I'm not, don't get me wrong, but I'm not a fan of the boobs being exposed like that. I mean, I'd rather see her with a zipped up jacket,
Really?
be more professional.
It's
Of,
disgusting.
That's fucking disgusting.
Is that a YKK zip?
I didn't say all that, but just saying.
YKK zipper.
I got no time for breasts being shown. None.
She's vision eyes.
No, I know what you mean, man. It's not if you do a Black Widow statue or a Supergirl, a Wonder Woman, it doesn't matter who, any female. If you do them right, you don't need to show the tits to sell it if it's true to the character.
Right.
Unless you're
And I
trying
think
to
sometimes it
appease
goes a little
the perverts in the hobby, then you
Right.
need to show the tits. obviously.
ODBs.
Sorry, ODB. The ODB exclusive.
This is Sheba from Mortal Kombat. This is
YMCA.
great.
I thought someone was holding on to her from the behind.
Fuck, this Mead's kicking in. That YMCA was so funny.
I like this piece. Like,
I just got it.
Pretty dope.
Oh man,
Oh, that was
Wow, that's
fun.
pretty. All I'm saying.
who doesn't love Mortal Kombat? Like, let's be
That's
honest.
what you tell you to wash those dishes. How fast would you wash those dishes? Wash them.
I got a quick question for the panel and anyone watching too. But let's start at the top with Jarhead and work our way down. Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat? Which
Mortal
one?
Kombat. Mortal
Street
Kombat. That's
Fighter.
easy.
Or let's start at the top and work our way down. Otherwise, everyone's going to be all over.
Mortal Kombat for sure. I remember as a kid when it first came out. I have vivid memories of going to 7-Eleven and playing Mortal Kombat, and
Nice.
I love that game.
Who will win in a fight, or who do you prefer?
No, just what you like better. But it's Dwayne's turn, just so we could. And not that I'm trying to run your show. I just I want to get everyone's answer. I'm legitimately interested in what everyone says.
For me, it's definitely Street Fighter because just like Jarhead, I got nostalgic memories growing up. 5-6 years old, my older brother and cousin, they had every single Street Fighter from the first one all the way up to the Alphas. Then when Street Fighter Alpha 2 came out, I used to play it in this Philly cheesesteak spot on my block growing up. Every day, a bunch of us would crowd in there and play Street Fighter Alpha 2. And I love the character designs. And as far as the game itself, I prefer the fluid dynamic movement of the characters rather than that kind of blocky movement that you see in Mortal Kombat and kind of rigid movement.
Yeah.
I like how it just flowed better and just felt more real, like more acrobatic and stuff like that.
I know exactly what you mean. And less clunky.
Yeah, exactly.
But
Mortal Kombat was dope. I was a big Mortal Kombat fan too, but Street Fighter just has that nostalgia with me. That was the first game I ever got good at when I was 5 years old.
So I was going to tell you what I prefer, but you had me at Philly cheesesteak because now I'm hungry too.
That sounds good, right? Now I'm hungry too.
Right? I do love both Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat. If I had to pick one, gun to my head, I guess I'd pick Street Fighter just because I played that a little bit more in the arcades than Mortal Kombat. But I did love both.
Yeah, man.
What a great game, both of them.
Who's next? Vision, what's up, man? Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat.
I played Street Fighter more as a kid, and I'd say Street Fighter because I used to beat my uncle using the same move, and he beat me up in real life. Yeah, but no, I ain't cheating. They learn how to block, learn how to block.
He's that guy,
and you know that he can't hit you because you're not doing nothing wrong, but you're beating him. And
learn how to block.
I don't even smile. He's more mad because I'm winning. And I pick the same character and do the same move. I could care less. A win's a win. So I Street Fighter.
Who did you say your character was? Vision?
Probably Gaul.
We're gonna do that too. Might as well do that. What was your characters that you played in those games?
Wow.
Akuma all day.
Akuma?
I only played Street Fighter 1 and 2 hardcore. I played the other ones here and there sporadically, but 1 and 2, maybe 3. I'm old. I can't remember.
Well, Street Fighter
Guile.
2, there was so many variations.
Guile for me was my guy. Sonic Boom all the way.
Anybody else?
Street Fighter.
Ryu or Ken.
Ryu.
Or
Yep.
Ryu or Ken.
My guy in Mortal Kombat was Scorpion. I love Scorpion.
Get over here.
Or Raiden.
But I will say Mortal Kombat has the better movies.
Sorry to interrupt real quick. I just wanted to
You didn't like the Jean-Claude Van Damme one, Danny?
Yeah.
No, I didn't
The
like
Belgian guy playing the Ultimate American. Yeah.
It was classic.
Which one? Who had the werewolf?
Killer Instinct.
Killer Instinct?
Killer Instinct.
What was that in?
That's a good game too.
Tekken?
I hate
What was that in?
I hate to tell you the move, y'all, but I just wanted to make an announcement. Apparently, Akira Toriyama passed away, the creator of Dragon Ball Z.
Oh,
Of
Mr.
Dragon
Nice,
Ball.
I said that earlier.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know who the hell that was till you said it.
Yeah,
but
me
that's-
neither.
Oh, yeah,
I just
yeah,
want to
yeah,
give.
he's-
I want to give Buck wherever you are. I want to give you a hug.
I'd like to give a shout out to the real anime king and anime god, Slifer. Shout out to you. I'm sorry for your loss, Slifer.
You got a loss?
Yeah, the guy that created Berserk passed away the other year too, man. Recently.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Last year. Yeah.
Bless you.
Um,
So that's
You know,
big.
if this is the first time I've been on your show, I'd like to ask you a question.
yeah, what's up?
Who do you guys recognize as your anime king? Is it Buck, or is it Slifer, or is it someone else?
I don't recognize no man as king over me.
You don't recognize anyone as anime king. Interesting. Okay.
I just don't recognize anime.
I don't recognize I
That's
don't
a great
recognize
answer.
either of those two as anime king.
I'm with Danny.
But I love both Slifer and Buck. I love them both.
I'm with
Same,
Danny.
same.
I
You
don't
know,
think either, I
I'm
don't think
so
either
used
of them.
to-
I don't think
I'm so
either of
used to
them.
being able to show the comments that I tried to click on Cash's comment, and I'm like, why can't I click this? I'm not an admin here, but fuck you, Cash. I still love you, but fuck you, Cash.
Yeah, that's all I got for picks though.
Jeez, sorry, Cash.
Anybody want to see anything else? We're free to.
Keep it real. That's all I'm saying. Keeping it real. That's all I'm saying.
Whatever you want, man. I got all the time.
Funny thing is, I don't.
You just turn around, grab one of those boxes and do an unboxing right now.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
That's really not a big loss, Cash.
I can't do it in the box, man.
I mean, I could go back to the news again.
Yeah, whatever, man. I mean, it's up to you. I mean,
Cash, take it easy. You don't want me to ask these guys if they prefer Cock or BBC. I don't want to embarrass you.
Whoa. That's like the show,
Right?
Or you want to pull up back the pictures of the license stuff that everybody was complaining about earlier.
Yeah.
I'm looking at that new Sideshow Hulk, and it's
Which
cool.
one?
But the new one.
Which one?
Yeah, but there's 4 of them. Which one do you prefer?
Yeah, I mean the green one, I guess.
Because there's
Oh, you
two
like the green?
There's
greens,
two
right?
greens.
I prefer the emo Hulk myself.
That's you guys' logo.
This is what I call the
Steve Hulk.
MP Hulk, and then there's the other one.
Oh, Steve's wearing green right now too.
I don't like
This
the
is
portrait
the
of the
I
arrow.
need a haircut Hulk, like casual, and then there's all he needs is a little toque on his head and glasses. That's casual. right
I don't
there.
like this
I,
one.
Like
I want
the
to buy it
next
just for
hair.
that now.
Yeah, I don't like this one either. Like, I don't like the skin tone. I don't like the haircut.
Should you zoom in? Is this the one with the buzz cut?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, the shirt works for me on the gray Hulk, but not on this Hulk for some reason.
Mhm.
Real Hulk, he was out of jail. Like he ready to go. Let's go.
This is the best head sculpt out of all of them, I think.
This is
No, I
storage.
like the
I might buy
classic
this
the
one.
best.
If it's not over $800, I'll buy this one and that green one.
That's gonna be huge,
Yeah,
though, man.
thank you,
This is like
Cash.
a Hulk.
I think we skipped it.
I still can't believe this is Daniel Bell. It does not
Yeah,
look
it
like
doesn't look-
Daniel
I
Bell.
would
to me.
never-
Good for Daniel Bell for
Is that a good thing or is that a bad thing?
No, I
You-
kind of feel.
I think it's good because even though the anatomy looks absolutely ridiculous, it's the Incredible Hulk, so it's allowed to look absolutely ridiculous. So I think it's a good thing.
That's exactly
Everybody-
what he said. He made a video just like an hour ago, 2 hours ago. He's like, people are going to take this to the extreme, and you got to think, this is Incredible Hulk, like you said, Shane. This is
Exactly.
gonna
It's
be out
not a
of
real
proportion.
person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So to
Like,
the
look at the
extreme.
arms on that. Are you kidding me? Like, come on.
Well, they got that from my pictures, but I didn't even go ahead.
Wow, let's see the back.
Yeah,
I think the gray and the red are the best ones.
Is this green different than the other greens?
it is. It
Yeah.
is.
A
I
little
prefer-
darker.
I prefer the classic green.
Classic.
Yeah, I like that one. I
One
like that one.
thing, can you zoom in on his? I'm not trying to like nitpick. I don't want to be called a nitpicker, but it just seems like his right there, his traps on and his I don't know, his triceps. They look a little too big. And I know it's a Hulk. I know it doesn't have to be perfect. That's fine. I'm not looking for perfect anatomy, but it just doesn't seem to fit. It looks a little
What are you doing to your
too
head?
much.
His triceps, you mean?
The triceps and
And
the
his traps look too big. I can't lie. His traps
what?
look a little too big. His
Can't see his traps.
Yeah, you can't see his traps.
You mean
What
his
do you guys
lap?
talking
No,
about?
but
His
that's
lats.
his trap too. Where your
Wow.
trap-
Talking about those lats.
the lats and the
lats,
triceps seem a little
lats.
too much.
My bad. Yeah,
Yeah,
I knew
I don't know.
what you meant.
I mean,
There's
he's
a video
stretching
on
back.
it.
So
Again,
I
it's
don't know.
Hulk. So if any character
Yeah,
is
exactly.
not gonna
Yeah,
look
I don't know.
realistic,
Yeah, I kind of
it's
like.
Hulk, but it just seems like his lats and his triceps seem just a touch too much. Like
can
if
show
you
you
look
guys
at his
this.
right arm and you look at that tricep, I know tricep is the biggest muscle on your arm. I get it. It just looks a little too much, and his left lats look a little too much.
I can show you guys a
Maybe
video.
keep it in a little bit.
Yeah,
I got it
bring
loaded
it
right
up.
now. Yeah.
Dude, he's got Steiner.
Walton says it's LBS chest over exaggerated. First of all, Walton, go fuck yourself. LBS chest is perfect. LBS
like
Hulk
that.
is perfect, Walton. I don't want to hear your negativity.
Look at that back, man. That back looks
Besides all the paint scuffs, sheesh, I'm nervous about mine.
I can't believe they
rewind that. Rewind that.
from the
Steve?
last
Yeah,
sideshow.
it's-
Go back to
I
where
can-
she's
cannot believe it.
to her.
Yeah, it's the same
I like that-
pose.
Dude,
he
I like
just-
that portrait.
Look at those teeth. Those are like XM Studios teeth right there, man.
Let me ask you guys, do you think Sideshow goes to Daniel Bell and says, we want you to design a Hulk, but this is the pose we want? Or do you think Daniel Bell's like, I can't, you know what? I just like this pose. I don't care if it's been done. Do you think it's Daniel Bell's choice or Sideshow's choice
I
to
know-
do that pose?
Sideshow.
No, I know the
Sideshow?
answer. Like it's Richard Luong that gave him the pose.
Yeah, the art
and
director.
then Daniel
Yeah.
Bell did it.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah,
It
he
doesn't
went over
matter.
it in the
I
video.
just feel like who out of the whole process would choose the same pose that
Right,
they done?
exactly. What,
The same
what-
pose as
time out,
the
time
last
out.
Hulk from Sideshow. It just doesn't make sense.
This is what you want.
The
John?
only difference is that his foot is
Going the
pushing
other
off.
way.
Wait, what was the last
exactly.
pose?
He's going the other way.
It's the
Oh,
one
you
where
talking
he's
about the
landing,
banana
Danny.
slipping one?
With his foot out in front.
Danny, I'm sending you a picture right now of it. I got it saved.
Wait, the banana slipping one?
Yeah,
No,
was-
not that.
yeah,
That's no, not
He
that.
posted. I want to see what it looks like. What are you talking about, Shane? The Hulk.
It
Banana
looks
slipping
like a
one.
banana. That's what it is.
What do you think, Jarhead? You think it's like gonna be huge or?
Oh yeah, I mean, look at compared to her. You know,
Yeah.
big piece for sure.
She could be petite.
I mean, she's small, but she's not like.
Petite.
She's petite, Danny. Does I said it. Okay, she's petite.
Oh man.
Look at those teeth, though, man. XM Studios.
Oh, okay. No,
Oh man, I do
understand,
not
Shane.
like that haircut.
So for some reason, the body type looks better with the Red Hulk. I don't know why. It just makes more sense to me. Like that looks like the Red Hulk to me.
I like that
It's muddy.
sculpt though on the classic.
I agree.
This one.
Yeah.
It's
Maybe
something
the
about
shading.
the orange eyes and his teeth and the hair that just fits better.
Yeah,
I don't know.
that
why.
is-
I
that
think
is
this
the
looks
best.
better
The
overall.
lats look smaller too.
Even
Yeah.
the triceps.
No. Well, the lats and the triceps they look small.
I'm kidding.
Hey, this is
Yeah,
the
but Shane, even on that older or the previous Hulk, the triceps are pretty crazy on that one too.
Oh
This is
yeah,
older.
I agree. All I was saying is the pose is almost identical, and there's no reason for it.
But the only thing is, I think the previous one, the triceps are more defined from the angles
Yeah.
we got.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know if they look the same.
No, they're not exactly the same, but they're close enough to be like.
No, yeah, I totally get that. It's
Why
super
can't you
similar.
do something a little bit different? Like it's the Hulk. You could do any fucking pose you
Oh,
want.
gotcha.
Why are
Yeah.
you making it almost the exact same as the last Sideshow Hulk? Come on.
They could have did it like a smash
Come
on the ground.
They could have done anything.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that they're gonna go through with the Thanos at least on this.
Yeah, I want the Thanos, so I hope that they go through with it too. That's the only one out of those four that I want, actually.
Well, I like the Spider-Man. I was actually thinking about picking that up, but like
I'm gonna be
Spider-Man
honest,
to me was like the best out of their whole line was the Spider-Man.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that whole situation sucks. First of all, I'm not going to get into politics or anything, but in my personal opinion, I know Jay. I have a story with Jay where I bought his back when he owned Halima, the custom.
that was him?
Yeah, that was Jay.
sure.
He owned Halima. That he ran it, owned it, created it. I have the Halima Maestro on Throne. It's out actually to my painter getting repainted, but the commissioner I bought it from screwed me over, scammed me out of the money. I contacted Jay, told him the story. Not only did he send me a Hulk, he sent it free shipping, and that thing comes in like a dishwasher box. It's huge
box.
and he did that out of the kindness of his heart. So Jay is absolutely a good quality human being. He helped me out when he didn't have to many years ago, back in like 2017 or 18. So I believe Jay. It's shitty what XM did to him. At the end of the day, I'm not involved. It's not my business. I just think it's kind of shitty.
We're assuming
100%. And because of my experience with Jay in the past, I could assume that Jay's telling the truth because I have experience with Jay. And
that's what I was going to say too.
He went out of his way to set things right with me when the commissioner screwed me over.
yeah,
I think Jay's a great guy. You know, I've talked to him, you know, a good amount, and you know, I've had interactions with him. But I feel like he's too much of a people pleaser. He aims to satisfy everybody a lot, you know, and like even with me, like I remember I was talking to him about the belt loops on Wolverine, and he said that you know, not to put something too crazy, but he said, oh, he would just have one custom made for me without the loops and send it to me. And I was just like, you know, I was appreciative, but I feel like that was kind of going too far. Like, you know, like as far as not that I didn't appreciate it, but it was just like, damn, you're willing to do all of that just for me. Like, you don't even really know me like that. So, you know, I feel like that's just a symptom of him really wanting every single collector to be happy, which you can never actually do, you know, but kudos to him for that level of character he has. But, you know, as far as the statues go, you know, I hate to sound insensitive, but I'm a collector first. And if there's some way that Thanos statue could come out, whether it's J or XM does what they do with it, you know, I just want the statue. You know, like once again, like I don't care about the politics or the behind the scenes stuff. Like, you know, I hope the best for everyone, but I'm a collector at the end of the day. And I want to collect what I want to collect. So,
dude, don't let him do a piece that I like and he does something special for it. Have that one off. Heck yeah, boy.
What do you guys think about this?
I was like, you know, like I just said okay, but in my mind, I'm just like, damn, you're gonna make one special Wolverine just for me? Like that's kind of.
I'll welcome that with open arms. Thank you, Jay.
It's like what you said in the jar.
Like he's probably kind of guaranteeing other people the same things on different projects and whatnot. I'm just like, that's why I'm saying, like, you know, kind of like Ant, like, you know, you're trying to satisfy everybody. You can't do that. You just kind of just gotta stick to your guns sometimes and just do what you're gonna do and see your vision through.
Oh.
Just think if 4 years from now, Dwayne, when you tried to sell that piece and everyone thinks it's a recast because you don't have
a recast.
yeah, true.
So this got announced today, right? Too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about like PCS announcing like as much, probably more than or as much as Sideshow? That's crazy, right?
I think more.
This
More?
this actually looks good.
That's crazy. Yeah, it looks really good. I like
Can
it.
you zoom in a little bit, Jawhead?
Yeah.
Like a portrait. Kind of want to see like the details.
You know what'd be cool? Now I know
What?
PCS announced that they were doing a Howling. I don't know why they're doing another Howling. But is what it is. If they instead of doing a Howling, if they did a William.
They're someone in
they
the
are,
comments.
you know.
Someone in the comments said they're doing a William,
Oh, okay.
but I'm not 100% sure if it's true or not. But it was in the comments.
When are they going to do a Victor?
Right?
Yeah, but they, you know, and will they don't want to get into that. Does it look like Victor? Does it look like the actor?
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean?
I don't know if they
Yeah.
can get the Victor quality.
So
Like,
I just hope they don't mess Selena.
that's a good.
There you
Question.
go.
Isn't this is Marcus though?
No, but she's gonna come out too.
Yeah.
yeah, I know they're gonna do Celine.
This is 1/3 or 1/4. You think?
1/3.
1/3.
Man.
It's gonna be big.
Yeah, that wing is going to be crazy.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
Did you
nice
see
though.
that video with their pumpkin head where the chick's holding the leg? How big that leg is of their 1/3 pumpkin head? Ridiculous.
This is
Yeah,
from
that was
Ghostbusters,
crazy.
right?
Ghostbusters.
The
Yeah.
gatekeeper.
Does she look like that? I thought it was.
Yeah, it's like a white suit with bubbles around it, almost. It's just like
It's so hard to tell without color.
yeah.
Gozer. Is their name Gozer
Gozer.
Gozer. Gozer? Yeah, I think it's Gozer.
or Gyoza?
Again with the portrait.
Is this quarter scale? You guys know?
I think they're all doing third, right?
What?
I don't know if it's quarter or third. This one, I don't know.
Yeah, I thought the Ghostbusters were quarter.
I'm not sure. I thought
They
other
could
stuff
be
was doing
casual.
third.
Jarhead said this is a custom show. I don't know any of the licensed stuff.
Yeah, see, they're gonna have trouble with that portrait again.
See, without color, that outfit looks like she has like a really bad case of herpes all over her body. But
I said,
I'm
that,
just
I said that
talking-
obviously,
last
talking
show.
the
the
color
face.
is going to look a
I-
lot better.
I'm talking the face, the look, the way
Do you
she
think
looks.
they might get away with Gozer's face more because no one really knows how it looks like off the top of their head?
No, but that's the thing
Like-
with movie stuff.
Like
people
Arnold,
always-
everybody knows how Arnold looks like.
you mean less critical on it?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just did a picture of her. I just googled a picture of her.
Walton says it looks like a young Christopher Walken.
You know, it just
So
may.
this is definitely 1/3 because like it'd be a shame if they don't have that. The background.
It's 1/4.
Dial.
FBJ,
Oh, it's one-
said it. It's
So are
1/4.
they gonna include the background, like the steps and
I think it
It
just
looks
stops
like-
right there at the end of the steps.
Yeah, I was going to say the
Okay.
steps. Yes, that other shit, I doubt it. That
yeah,
would
the
be
background stuff?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh man,
that
the
looks pretty
portrait's off.
damn cool.
The portrait-
They did that, Steve.
yeah, the portrait's way off.
Portrait's way off.
FBJ is getting it. That's cool.
Oh,
Congrats.
it's perfect.
don't-
Never mind. It's perfect. It's perfect.
Yeah, we love it, FBJ. It's perfect. Best actor I've ever seen. Next.
I like this a lot.
Some of the guys in the 1/6 thing
What a
showed me
shame
this.
that he passed away.
Yeah,
What a,
Yeah.
he
First of
was
all,
my he was my
as a
favorite
human
character in a
being,
long time.
What a
They-
great
Star
actor.
Wars.
I
was-
love this
was-
guy in Rome.
Yeah, Titus. Oh no,
This guy made Rome like he's what everyone wants to be, but can't be because of society. He's
Titus
just he doesn't
Polo.
give a shit. I love this guy.
Oh yeah, that is him. I didn't realize
Hey.
that was him.
What
Yeah,
fighting stance is this right here? It's like that one where with the two hands on the hilt. I forget what it's called.
That's the I'm going to get ready for my picture pose.
yeah.
I thought you guys were Star Wars guys. You don't know
Oh,
the
you're doing a
fighting
Sith card? Okay.
no, this is Form B.
stance? Is it Form B?
I don't know. I just made that up.
Danny.
Foreign B. Get the fuck out of here, Danny. That was so believable, though.
I almost
I
believed
like
it.
it.
This looks really good.
Yeah, dude. As much as the Hot Toys get their portraits, the 1/6 world still criticizes it to a T.
Yeah, it's
It's
crazy.
crazy.
It's like
Yeah.
nothing's
That's what-
perfect
that's
for
what-
people.
Danny, am
nothing's
I
good enough.
mistaken, or do the forms go by numbers, not by letters, though?
That it could very well.
I thought they did. Like, legitimately, I'm asking. I'm pretty sure they go by numbers, so. Form 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Or at least 5.
I think so.
Like, what kind of fighting pose is this? Like, what is that? Looks like he's ready to, hey, let's do the limbo. If you miss, you're dead.
I think it's the same fighting pose that Darth Vader uses, but I'm not sure.
No, I've never seen Darth Vader like this.
Same fighting pose Conan uses.
Yeah,
Wait,
that's
I-
what most.
Anakin, maybe, not Darth Vader.
Yeah.
Anakin used to hold it up more, though, instead of down in front of him, I think.
I don't think I've ever seen Vader grip it with two hands, right?
No?
Not Vader, no, but Anakin used to.
Pause.
Oh man, I didn't say that.
Back on this. I still like this a lot. It's like that modernized green Ranger outfit.
Was
Would
he
you
your
get all of
favorite?
them? Yeah.
Out of
Yeah, he-
all of them?
He was my favorite. That's why I would
Why?
think about mine.
Did he have a different power or something?
No, he just kicked all
Wasn't he the
the
best
he kicked
Yeah.
all the Power Rangers ass in that show. Like
before he
Uh,
became one, right?
yeah, before he became one. He showed up and beat everybody at one time.
He's like the Wolverine of the Power Rangers. He's,
he was the best
Everyone likes him.
one. And then he became the White Ranger later.
That pose is called Inokame, Jarhead, by the way.
Ain't no what?
What are you saying, Casual?
Yeah. Bless you, bless you, bless you.
Well, that's it for pictures. So, and it for topics. If anybody else wants to talk about anything else, some more PCS. Want to talk about PCS some more?
Are any of you guys
No,
getting
please.
the custom 1/4 scale turtle line that's coming out from?
No,
Ooze?
but I've seen it, and that looks really, really good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I got the
pictures?
shredder on
That
PO.
shredder is amazing.
I got that on PO.
Everyone keeps talking about that shredder.
Oh, yeah, I just saw that shredder. It looked pretty damn good.
That shredder's so good.
That shredder sucks.
Classic C1.
Hey,
Wait, didn't you guys show it
That
last night?
shredder-
That's why I saw it.
Yeah, I showed it.
Shredder
Somebody
sucks
showed it.
ass.
I didn't see it. Like,
I showed it in one of the.
It's been
I think,
teased
the
a
last, I think that was the last show that we did. I showed it.
There you
Okay.
go.
Yeah,
oh
there.
yeah.
What I was upset about, I have this on PO, but when you saw the renders, the color was completely different. The gray was more dark and not as light. The purple was darker. And now they made the gray like a really light gray. Not a fan of that on his outfit.
Yeah,
And I
me either.
contacted the commissioner about it, and he said, well, this is the way we're going with it. So
You could buy a kit and get it painted yourself, man.
I got a custom painter that does all my shit for me. I got about 8 or 11 statues that are custom painted. So I got a guy. I shouldn't have to buy a statue just to send it to the painter to get painted because it's different than what the prototype or the render was.
Absolutely, that's true. I completely agree.
Can you please pull up the best shredder that there is on the market right now? That's on sale still.
This one, the custom.
From my second favorite company.
You mean from John's favorite company?
Oh shit, that's funny.
Hey, I know we touched on 1/6 for a second. I just kind of wanted to
just fucking with the John.
Share this other 1/6.
Yeah, 1 second of love around here.
Jeez.
This is Uchiha Madara 1/6 rocket toys, and I'm on the hunt for this. So if anybody gets any leads on this, I definitely appreciate it. It's through the roof right now on eBay.
This is pretty rare.
Yeah.
What is this from? What show?
It's a 1/6 figure.
No, but from what TV show?
Oh,
Naruto. I had the chance to buy him at retail, and
I still don't know what the fuck that is. That's anime, obviously, right?
Yeah, it's anime.
That's why I don't know what it is. Okay.
But if anybody has any leads on this, I definitely appreciate it. Preferably something under $500 because this guy's going for like $700 or $800 on eBay right now. And retail.
So I'm sorry. What is the name of this guy? Just in case I see it, so I can let you know.
Uchiha Madara.
Orochimaru.
Not Orochimaru.
No, not Madara. Uchiha Madara. He's one of the Uchihas.
I'll just go by the picture. That's good.
Yeah, I wouldn't know how to say this shit neither if I didn't watch it. So
hey man, you might be saying it right. It means nothing to me. But yeah, if I see this, I'll let you know, man.
Yeah, definitely on the hunt for that.
Is it a hot toy or is it a statue?
It's a custom. It's called, the brand is called Rocket Toy. So there's custom 6-scale figure companies too, just like there's custom statue companies.
Oh yeah, I know. I just don't know much about anime. That's all.
Got you.
Except unless it's Guts or Berserk, Dragon Ball Z, or that's pretty much it.
So
I saw on the Facebook page the new animated series for X-Men. They're rebooting that, right?
Yeah, it's not a reboot. It's a continuation.
Continuation, yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. That makes sense now. Because I think I had mentioned I would like to see a reboot of it, but more done with like 3D anime, kind of like Gantz O. Did anybody ever watch Gantz?
Yeah.
You might
I know
games.
of it.
No, I have.
What are you?
So-
Are you talking about the original show or the movie that was on Netflix?
The Netflix.
Okay.
So I like the animation that was done on not the original anime for the original one. That was cool. I mean, obviously that when that came out, that was great. But I'm talking about the one that was on Netflix. That's why it's called Gantz O.
That was the Osaka arc.
What is it? What's that style called?
Not CG.
But you know what I'm talking about, right? You see the difference.
Yeah.
It would be really cool to see an X-Men series like that. Is there maybe? Do you know
They have an X-Men like anime show.
Yeah, it's pretty cool actually. The anime one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Really well drawn.
So what do you call this type of anime? I mean, I don't know what you call this type of anime.
It's animated anime. It's computer generated.
It's like Final Fantasy. It's just regular.
Okay,
anime.
fine.
These are
like Final
anime
Fantasy.
things.
It's not
Yeah.
drawn. It just generated on a computer.
CG.
You guys haven't seen
Yeah,
this?
it's CG. I've seen it.
Does it look
Yeah,
good?
I have.
Dude, it's dope. Yeah.
Actually, it was because of this movie. I read the entire manga like not too long after.
Now this is like I said. So you saw the first one, right?
Yeah, I've seen all of it.
Okay.
Yeah, but this movie is worth watching. It's like a nice standalone.
You said it's on Netflix right now?
It's on Netflix. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, what's the name of it? Let me copy it.
Gantz.
I'll watch it tonight.
Well, hold on.
Is it
Wait. That's the so the one. So there's a movie Gantz, but there's also Gantz O. So Gantz O is the Final Fantasy type animation, but there's also the movie Gantz.
Okay.
No, well, Gantz O is technically just like a arc in from the manga. It's not the beginning.
okay.
It's like in the middle of the
It's
manga.
like how Matrix had the animated series to go along with it. The 9.
Oh, the Animatrix.
The Animatrix, yeah, it's like that. Well, that's what it seems like. I don't know. I never seen.
And then
it.
there's an original one that has like the regular. It's like cartoony.
Okay.
This is the CGI animated film.
Yeah, there you go. CGI. I like it. I mean, I love the series. I love it. I think it's pretty cool.
Is this the same
concept
thing that like those two statues? Like there's two statues of females.
The one with the girl with the white hair.
Yeah, or I think Joe Miller had it, and he unboxed it.
The one in the bikini.
I think they're in bikinis.
The
or
Prime
kinda
One
like-
one.
No, okay, that's Gantz. Yeah, if it's the Prime One, yeah. They
That's
made
Gantz.
two different versions:
Yeah,
a white
that's-
and a
okay.
black.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, that one,
Yeah.
the one on the right.
Oh, yeah.
But this is not
Well, I
the
remember
Prime
her.
One.
Oh yeah, that's not the one I was talking about.
I don't
Like,
know.
there's more skin.
That's the one. You just
Um,
passed it. Up, a little more. Right there. You just passed it.
That's it again.
Right there to the bottom left, I think.
This one.
Or just type in Prime One Gantz at the top.
Yeah.
That might be just faster. There you go.
Oh.
Yeah, that.
So they were never really in this
Danny.
outfit in the manga or the
Yeah.
anime. They were never in this outfit. This is just
Yeah,
Prime
that's
One
the first
spin.
time I'm seeing this.
So
Yeah.
this is Prime One took artistic liberties to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
They should have rebranded. Gats.
That was so late.
Yes. Yes. But no, you like it. I mean, I don't know what you guys taste are, but I thought it's pretty cool. I like it.
I'll watch it
I'll
tonight.
definitely watch the movie.
Netflix.
This was not in the movie.
Yeah, this was definitely not the movie.
That's the Age of Curtis, huh?
But it's also like I saw the original one when it came out. Geez, in the 90s, I think it was.
Mhm.
So to see the other ones, you don't necessarily need to see the original one, but it put these other ones in context, obviously, so you know what's going on.
Yeah, this is dope. I'm gonna check it out. All right.
Well,
Anybody got anything else? I know it's getting late for some of y'all. Well, for some of us.
I think we're already at like 3 hours. So
Yeah.
yeah, man.
Jared had said
So
it was
nine-
me
it's like
an hour and a
9
half
o'clock over
show,
here.
but here we are.
245. We're not quite there.
it was close, Steve. It was
It
close.
was pretty good. It was all right. It was fun. It was good.
Anybody got anything coming in?
I got the N1 Starfighter from NYC
Nice. When's that coming up?
Tuesday, but I'm gonna do the unboxing on Wednesday.
What do you got, Casual?
The N1 Starfighter, the Naboo fighter.
Nice, man. That's nice.
Yeah. It better come with those lights that you got, Shane. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I saw that unboxing. That looked really good. Those lights.
We're the only two losers that just love those lights the best. They make the statue.
I've been holding it in for so long about those lights. Like when we first started the show, Shane.
You and me
popped it
both,
up,
man.
and
I love those lights. Like I said, I brought my son down. I'm like, look at this piece. It's like, it's cool. I'm like, well, no, wait. Look at those fucking lights.
It just blink.
I don't know why I like them so much, but I do. They look so real.
Shout out to Wild Wrangler, first time on the stream. Appreciate you coming through, man.
I got the MYC AT-AT with the Hoth base.
Ooh, nice.
And the MYC TIE Interceptor.
Jeez, that's back to back.
Wait, is that coming in? I didn't get mine yet.
It's shipping before the end of the month. Michael.
Wait, did you get a shipment?
No, I asked Michael when it's shipping. He said before the end of March.
Cool.
You had Danny.
Oh, you got that too, Danny?
Yeah, I got. That's my favorite. Those are my two favorite ships.
Nice, man.
Or vehicles. I
can't wait for the Force Laboratories Star Destroyer. I might just buy a second one.
How big? That thing's gonna be massive.
You already have one.
That's going to be the big one's going to be 48 inches, and the custom I have right now is 42. So I might just upgrade and get two.
What about NYCs?
Thanks, FBJ. What about what, Danny?
Whenever NYC makes their Star Destroyer.
NYC, I asked Michael about a Star Destroyer, and he said it's going to be really big and really expensive to ship, so he doesn't know for sure.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. But Force Laboratories, I got their ATST. It's absolutely phenomenal with a ridiculous price. So if they do the same thing with the Star Destroyer, I'm all in. I'll get two. It'll be the only statue I have that I have two of.
So what makes Force Laboratories or whatever their name is? They're gonna make it like more affordable.
Yeah, they're making two sizes, right? So they make a 48-inch, and I think they're making a 28 or 30-inch, something like that. Their ATST is really good size.
No, yeah,
beautiful base, one of the best bases I've ever seen, and that piece was like $600 American plus shipping. It was or $650, ridiculous for the price. So they got really good prices. They look like a licensed company, but they're actually a custom company.
No, I've been seeing a lot of their stuff lately. The Wampa.
Yeah, their Wampa.
What else do they have?
Good. They got the TIE fighter chasing the X-Wing.
Yeah, that's it. Did they do a snow speeder also?
Yes, they did.
Yeah.
Anybody else have anything coming in? Anything else?
I finally placed my order for Archangel.
Oh, the custom?
Yeah.
Did you end up selling the XM one?
No, not yet. I'll sell that a couple months down the line.
Yeah. That custom one, it's amazing, man.
It is.
Yeah.
That's.
I got that Reborn Studio Galactus on Throne on PO.
Nice. I think that one looks pretty good.
Yeah, it looks pretty good with that Fantastic Four in his left hand.
Like he's fighting them.
Dope.
I got Saturday supposed to be getting that Weapon X. I'm really excited.
Nice. That thing's sick.
Yeah, I'm really excited to open that up. So
I like the different colors you could use.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff you can do with it. So
yeah, man.
It's like
you do an unboxing?
Yeah, live unboxing.
Yeah, probably. I mean, really, all you're doing is connecting wires. Like it's just a bunch of wires connecting. I don't know, how interesting that'll be, but I'll probably do it. So
yeah, I got the that custom blob is gonna be the next piece that hits for me.
Oh,
it's shipped ready.
That Sosa blob, man, I love that piece.
So that's the next piece for me. Then I got.
If I had room, I would have got that piece. I have no room at all, but I love that piece.
It'll be a big boy right there.
Yeah, man.
I got a custom domino that's supposed to be here probably within the next 2 weeks.
Is the blob painted?
Yeah, I don't think they had any kits. They saw any kits.
Dwayne, did you not like the sideshow? What's the
Domino?
Domino. Like, the meme's really kicking in right now. But yeah, the sideshow domino. Did you not like that piece? I thought it was pretty good.
I actually do like it. It just doesn't fit well with my X-Men collection and the kind of vibe
Is it
I'm
the
going
base
for.
that doesn't fit?
Yeah, it's kind of like more of a play,
yeah.
kind of like, you know,
I get
it's
it.
creative. Though. I really like it and it fits a character, but it's not my X-Men collection is kind of like a serious, gritty kind of
100%, man. Like I said, I get it. It's the base. If anything about that statue, it's the base. I get it.
Yeah, but it's a nice base though. It fits her character.
It is, and it fits
well
perfect
done
in
and
the
a cool
character.
concept.
Yeah.
I also got that. I literally just looked and forgot. I'm drunk, so I got the Mr. Sinister coming in, the one that's being done by Brotherhood.
Oh, nice.
Sorry, I keep saying names. I don't know if you guys say names.
Wait. That's shipping?
It shouldn't be.
No, it's not shipping, but it's paid off, and I'm just waiting for it to ship.
Got it coming
He said
in.
it'll be shipping in.
Got some more payments left on that thing.
I think he said like 4 months. It'll be shipping 3 months.
I haven't heard
Wait, how is that shipping already when the
I
Magneto
could
was
be wrong.
first?
Don't take my word for it. Barry and I, fellow Canadian, talk here and there. I thought he said it's shipping around summertime, like July. Maybe I was wrong. I thought that's what he said.
And from what I know, if
That's all the babies.
No, that's already out. Already shipped. Long
Yeah,
time
that's
ago.
already out. It's the Sinister
seen that one.
where what's his name was painting the cell shaded.
He's like he's doing this. He's doing this.
He's got like
He's got all
4
kinds
different
of-
torsos, right?
Yeah.
One with the damage, arms behind the back, arms in
Yeah.
front, arms at the side.
It's probably going to be the
Dude,
best Sinister
he
out
is-
there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it's
known
love
for
that
his
Sinister, man.
switch outs.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be the best Sinister so far. It's a great one.
I may have seen it. I don't know if I've seen it or not.
I gotta pay for shipping on a custom Quasar.
Oh, I know which one you got. That's nice.
Yeah,
Quantum bands.
and then also the Havoc, that modern Havoc, the kit,
Quasar.
and then a Century from. I have a bunch of pieces I just have to pay for shipping on. Like I have about 6 or 7 pieces that I need to pay shipping on, including
That was Quado.
BSO.
I'm thinking of
Maestro.
Quado.
So say it again.
I was thinking of Quado for some reason.
Oh,
From Running Man.
but the only one that's
No,
in transit. right
Total
now-
Recall.
Total Recall, yeah. Sorry, yeah.
Quanto lives.
Well, if nobody has anything else, let's get out of here. It's already getting late. So
Yeah, thanks everybody for coming through. Appreciate y'all. Another episode of the
Thanks for having me on, guys. Appreciate it.
yeah, thanks,
Absolutely.
Shane.
Again,
Hey,
for having me
you're
on
welcome
also.
here anytime you want to come on. So
Yeah,
You
man.
too, CP.
Thank you.
all right, guys,
Have a good
take it
night.
easy.
Good night.
Well, back